Check, 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 check. Srimathe Ramanujaya Namaha. Srimathe Ramanujaya Namaha. Check. Srimathe Ramanujaya Namaha. Srimathe Ramanujaya Namaha. Can you slightly increase? Just see if it is Srimathe Ramanujaya Namaha. Srimathe Ramanujaya Namaha. Yes, this seems okay. Check பண்ணி audio. Check, check. Srimathe Ramanujaya Namaha. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Srimathe Ramanujaya Namaha. Check, 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 check. Srichakra Varadacharyam Shuddhasattva Guruttamam Srinidhim Raghavam Vande Hyapara Karunakaram Sri Shaila Purnat Akiletihasa Purana Jalam Samavapya Yena Pravarti Sandarsha Yateva Sishya Bhavam Munim Lakshmanam Asrayeham Yam Pravrajantam Anupetam Apeta Krityam Dvaipayano Virahakatara Ajuhava Putreti Tanmayataya Taravobhi Neduhu Tam Sarvabhuta Suhridam Munim Anatosmi Vyasam Vasishtha Naptaram Shaktev Pautram Akalmasham Parasharatmajam Vande Shukatatam Taponidhim. Namaskaram to all. Now we all, as usual, embark on a virtual journey to the southern banks of river Ganga, where Shuka Brahmam is seated on Acharya Pitham. Parikshit is listening to his nectarine Bhagavatam, seated on Darba grass. All rishis have gathered together, and with Acharya Anugraham, we also join that group group of great souls and Mahans. Lord Krishna, he is very, very happy today because we are going to enjoy Sri Krishna Jananam. Krishna runs and sits on our lap now. You enjoy Krishna Jananam and Bhagavata's Charitram. Let me enjoy along with you. So all set. Are you ready? Welcome to the fourth day of Srimad Bhagawatha Sapthaham, organized by Smt Janaki Ravindran Family in the Shraddha apartments with so much of Shraddha. This has been arranged with so much of Shraddha, sincerity and faith in this Shraddha apartments. Now day 4, another triad. Every day we are looking at some triads. Today the triad will be 1. Vamana Avataram, 2. Ambarisha Charitram, number 3. What we are all eagerly awaiting, Sri Krishna Jananam. Today we are going to celebrate the birthday of Lord Krishna as well. So without further delay, now Shukha Brahmam narrates Vamana Avataram to Parikshit, 8th canto, 15th chapter, 3rd verse, 8:15:3. Parajita Shri Rasubhishcha Pitohi Indrena Rajan Brugubhissa Jivitaha Sarvatmanathan Abhajat Brugun Balihi Sishyo Mahatmartha Nivedanena. Prahlada, we saw Prahlada's Charitram yesterday. Prahlada's son was Virochana. Virochana's son, Prahlada's grandson was Mahabali. After some time, Mahabali became the chief of Asuras. We saw Narasimha coronating Prahlada as the chief of Asuras. After Prahlada, after Virochana, Mahabali, Prahlada's grandson, became the chief of all Asuras. During Mahabali's regime, one Devasura battle ensued. A fierce battle between Devas and Asuras. Indra was leading the Devas and Mahabali was leading the Asuras. In that battle, Indra attacked Mahabali with his thunderbolt. We say Vajrayudham. Indra attacked Mahabali with thunderbolt, following which Mahabali fell down dead. What is this Upanyasam? Mahabali died. Then how can Vamana Avataram occur? Yes, this is there in Bhagavatam. Parajita Shrihi Asubhishcha Hapitohi. Indra attacked Mahabali with thunderbolt. Mahabali fell down dead. Even after Mahabali had fallen down dead, the demons, Asuras under Mahabali, they were fighting against Devas. Sage Narada intervened at that time. Narada called those Asuras. He asked them, what are you fighting for? When the king himself is checkmated, what is the use of playing chess by moving pawns? When the king himself is checkmated, what is the use of playing chess by moving pawns? Similarly, your king Mahabali is gone. What are you fighting for? Try to save your king Mahabali. Narada told them. The Asuras asked Narada, how can a dead man come back alive? He is dead, he is gone. What is gone is gone. We want to fight. At least we can select a new leader and become superior over the Devas. So he is gone. What can we do hereafter? Asuras asked. Narada told them, no. He can come alive if he gets the blessings of your Guru Shukracharya. Shukracharya was the Guru of all the Asuras. Narada told the Asuras, your Acharya has that capacity. Shukracharya, he is now performing penance in a hill called Astamanagiri. That Shukracharya has got a mantram called Sanjeevani. That mantra, Sanjeevani mantra, can give life to a dead person. So please take the corpse, this dead body of Mahabali, to Shukracharya. He can give life. Based on the advice of Narada, have you observed one thing? If Narada tells something, Devas will accept. Human beings will accept. Demons also will accept. Because Narada is media, he is the press. Nobody can earn the wrath of press. So if media, Narada tells something, everybody will accept. Now, based on the advice of Narada, the demons stopped fighting. They took the corpse of Mahabali to Shukracharya in Astamanagiri. They put this dead body in front of Shukracharya. But see one thing, though Mahabali was a demon, he was very much devoted to his Guru Shukracharya. He was the epitome of Acharya Bhakti. Now Shukracharya saw, oh, my disciple Mahabali, he has fallen down dead. Out of compassion towards his disciple Mahabali, Shukracharya chanted Sanjeevani mantram, following which Mahabali woke up from death. Just like a sleeping person waking up from sleep, Mahabali woke up from death. This shows that if you have the blessings of Guru, even if death comes, you need not worry. Acharya Anugraham can make you wake up even from death, not mere sleep. Acharya makes us wake up from the sleep of ignorance. The same Acharya made Mahabali wake up from death. Just like a sleeping man waking up, Mahabali woke up from death. He realized that this second life was given by his Guru. He realized already he was a great devotee of his Guru. Now he worshipped his Guru Shukracharya with even more devotion and faith, because this life has been given by my Guru. This is my version 2.0. This life given by Guru. Now Mahabali worships him. 8:15:4. Tam brahmana brigavav priyamanaha ayajayan vishvajitatrnakam jikishamanam vidhinabhishichye mahabhishekena mahanubhavaha. Now Mahabali worshipped his Acharya Shukracharya, and Shukracharya got so much pleased with him. Now, for the sake of Mahabali, Shukracharya performed a yagam called Vishwajit Yajna, that was based on Atharvana Veda's Bahuvrichi Brahmanam, Vishwajit. If a person performs Vishwajit Yajnam, he will win the entire universe. Vishwajit. He can win over the entire universe. Now Shukracharya himself performed that Vishwajit Yagam for the sake of Mahabali. As Shukracharya completed the Yagam, a new army for Mahabali emerged from the fire. From the holy fire Agni in the Homa Kundam, a new army emerged. Tato ratah kachana pattanaddaha hayascha haryashvaturanga varnaha. A golden chariot emerged from the fire. 4 horses with green color emerged from the fire. Dvajascha simhena virajamanaha hutashanadasa havirbirishtat. Lion flag. Mahabali's flag has lion emblem. That lion flag came out of the holy fire. Dhanushcha divyam paratopanadham. Mahabali's golden bow came from the fire. Turnavariktau kavacham cha divyam. Arrows, shield, kavacham. Pitamahastasya dadaucha malam. Prahlada garlanded Mahabali. Garland offered by his grandfather Prahlada. Amlana pushpam jalajam cha shukraha. Acharya Shukracharya gave him a conch. Now, chariot has come from fire. Horses have come from fire. Bow, arrow, shield from fire. Garland from Prahlada. Conch from Shukra. Now Mahabali fell at the feet of his Guru Shukracharya. Please bless me. Shukracharya wished him, Jaya Vijayi Bhava, come back victorious. Now, with the blessings of his Guru, Mahabali went as version 2.0. Now he went to Amaravati, the city of Indra. He besieged Amaravati with his 2.0 army, which has come from fire. Mahabali besieged Amaravati and blew his conch. Hearing that blow of conch, Indra got terrified. Indra ran to his Guru, Brihaspati, Deva Guru. Now Indra, the chief of Devas, ran to Brihaspati. Tam Deva Danim Savaruthini Patihi Bahis Samantat Rurudhe Pratanyaya Acharya Dattam Jalajam Mahaswanam Dadmo Prayunjan Bayam Indra Yoshitam. A terrified Indra goes to Brihaspati. Oh Guru, how did this Mahabali come back? It was I who killed him with my own thunderbolt, with this very hand, with this very thunderbolt. I hit Mahabali, I killed him, but he has come back. How did he come back? More importantly, how can I defeat him again? Because he has come with much more powers. He is stronger now. How can I defeat him? How did he come back? How can I defeat him? Brihaspati told Indra, Janami Maghavan Shatroho, Unnaterasya Karanam, Sishyaya Upabhritam Tejaha, Bhrugubihi Brahmavadibihi. Oh Indra, he was very much devoted to his Guru. He worshipped his Guru. His Guru got pleased with him. His Guru blessed him. So he has come with so much of strength. Indra asked, I didn't ask about Mahabali. I asked you, how can I defeat him? Brihaspati told him, that's what I am saying. Mahabali was devoted to his Acharya. He worshipped his Acharya. His Acharya got pleased with him. His Acharya blessed him. So he has come with so much of power. Indra said, not that thing, Guruji. That is okay. But what should I do to defeat him? Brihaspati told him, hey, he is devoted to his Acharya. He worshipped his Acharya. His Acharya got pleased with him. His Acharya blessed him. That's why he has come with so much of power. Indra said, that is okay, Guruji. How can I defeat him? Brihaspati told Indra, you are a YouTube. These days, if some persons are like tube light, we call them affectionately YouTube. You means you, tube means tube light. You are a great tubelite, Indra. So Brihaspati told him, you can't defeat him. Brihaspati told Indra, because beyond this, I cannot tell you directly that you have to worship me. Indirectly, whatever possible, I have told you. But you are not trying to mend yourselves. So, you can't defeat Mahabali. Better you vacate your city of Amaravati and run away. Otherwise, Mahabali will kill you. Let him rule the three worlds. Indra, you run away. Yesha viprabalo darkaha samprati urjita vikramaha teshameva apamanena sanubandho vinaksheti. Now, Brihaspati told Indra, you run away from Devalokam. You vacate Amaravati city. You live in hiding. Otherwise, Mahabali will kill you. Let him rule the three worlds. Indra told Brihaspati, a guru should not guide his disciple like this. You should show me the way to win the enemy. But you are asking me to vacate my place. What is this? Brihaspati told him, I thought that you will develop some Guru Bhakti at some stage or other. But looking at you, you don't seem to develop Guru Bhakti at all. So the only way to defeat Mahabali is, you won't develop Guru Bhakti. Mahabali should lose his Guru Bhakti. The only fair way for Indra to defeat Mahabali is, Mahabali should lose his Guru Bhakti, which is his strength. When will he lose his Guru Bhakti? If you vacate Devalokam, Mahabali will come inside, he will take over, he will get Aishwaryam, he will start ruling the three worlds, he will become arrogant. When he becomes arrogant and proud, he will insult his Guru. When he insults his Guru, the very same Guru will curse him. When the same Guru curses him, he will lose whatever he got. A father wanted his son to score more marks than the son of the opposite house. But always the opposite son scored more marks than his own son. He asked his son to go for so many tuition, revision tests, everything. But this son did not fare well. The father finally did one thing. He asked the opposite house student to watch IPL match. His mark will reduce. So my son will score more. Likewise, Indra, you won't develop Guru Bhakti at all. Let us reduce the Guru Bhakti of Mahabali. What is the way to reduce his Guru Bhakti? Make him arrogant. How to make him arrogant? Give him Rajyam. So all the Devas got away. They ran away from Devalokam and lived in some secret place in disguise. What was that secret place? It will be revealed later. Deveshwata Nilineshu Balir Vairochan of Purim Devadhanim Adhittaya Vasham Ninye Jagatrayam. Now Mahabali, after blowing conch for so long, he was tired because nobody came out. Mahabali get crashed into Amaravati. Amaravati was vacant. Okay, he captured the entire Amaravati city and Mahabali started ruling the three worlds. Mahabali became the ruler of three worlds. Devas were in disguise. They were in hiding, incognito mode. They could not be found. Even Aditi, the mother of Devas. Devas were the sons of Aditi and Kashyapa. Aditi, when she dialed the phone number of her sons Devas, a recorded voice appeared. The subscriber you are calling is out of network coverage area. So they were somewhere out of network coverage area. Now this Aditi approached her husband, Kashyapa Maharishi. She pleaded with him, our sons are suffering. They are in hiding. I don't know their whereabouts. Please help them regain their glory. Please help them regain their Aishwaryam. Please help me. She pleaded with Kashyapa. Now 8th canto, 16th chapter. Kashyapa directed Aditi Devi to perform Payovratam. Payas means milk. Vratam means vow. Payovratam means a vow of milk. You should consume only milk for 12 days. It should be observed in the month of Phalguna month. Phalguna means in English calendar March. Around March, in Phalguna month, you should observe this Payovratam. You should start in Shukla Paksham, observe Payovratam for 12 days, drinking only milk. Narayana will show the way for your children Devas. So I can't do anything. God is omnipotent, all-powerful. We are all mortal beings. So, you pray to Narayana, observe this vow of milk, Payovratam, for 12 days. Start in Shukla Paksham, in Phalguna month. You should perform daily pujas to Bhagavan. Feed devotees every day. In those 12 days, you should lie only on the floor, not on bed or cot. You should avoid gossips. All times we have to avoid gossips. That's a different thing. Especially these 12 days, you should avoid speaking gossips. You should always chant the divine names of Lord. You observe this vow. Narayana will show you the way. Kashyapa said. Aditi observed that Payovratam for 12 days, following which 8th canto, 17th chapter, 4th verse, on the 12th day, at the completion of this Payovratam, Narayana appeared in front of Aditi. Tasyaf pradurabhutatha Bhagavan Adipurushaha Pitavasas Chaturbahuhu Shankha Chakra Gadadaraha, clad in yellow silk attire with 4 arms, carrying disc in his right upper arm, conch in his left upper arm, mace in his left lower arm, and a beautiful lotus in his right lower arm. The Lord Srimad Narayana with 4 arms appeared in front of Aditi. Aditi stood up, prostrated, offered her namaskaram in front of the Lord, folded her hands together and praised the Lord. Now Narayana asked Aditi, what boon do you want? I am pleased with your Payovratam. Ask whatever boon do you want. Aditi told him, what am I going to ask? Only thing, you have to kill that Mahabali, that evil Mahabali demon has captured the kingdom of 3 worlds from my sons. Please kill Mahabali and restore kingdom back to my sons, Indra and Devas. Please restore back the kingdom to them. Narayana told Aditi, sorry Aditi, I cannot kill Mahabali. Prayodunate asurayuthanathaha aparaniya iti devi mematihi. Sorry Aditi, I cannot kill Mahabali. If we were in Aditi's shoes, we would tell Bhagavan, you could have told this 12 days earlier, because we would have avoided that fasting at least. Narayana tells her, I cannot kill Mahabali. Why? We usually say because he is the grandson of Prahlada. But Bhagavan says some other reason. Yatte nukuleshvara vipraguptaha navikramastasya sukham dadati. If a person is blessed by his guru, even God cannot do anything against him. If a person is blessed by his guru, even God cannot do anything against him. Mahabali is the perfect recipient of the grace of his guru Shukracharya. I cannot kill him, Bhagavan said. But Aditi told Bhagavan, no, I believe in you. You please show me some way. If one way is blocked, you have another way. You have plan B, plan C, till plan Z, you have many plans. Please show me next plan. Now Bhagavan told Aditi, 17th verse, 8, 17, 17. Atapyupayo mamadevi chintyaha santoshitasya vratacharyayate. Oh Aditi, you have so much faith on me. And you have observed this vow. Mamarchanam nargati gantumanyatha. Please write these words in your heart. Bhagavan says, Mamarchanam nargati gantumanyatha. Any worship done towards me never goes in vain. You listen to Bhagawatha Sapthaham now. It may give you benefit now or tomorrow or after a week, after a month or even after a year. But my worship never goes in vain. That you have observed Payovratam, I will definitely give you what you wanted. My worship, any worship done to me, never goes in vain. But the reward, what kind of reward we get for that devotion? Bhagavan says, Shraddhanurupam phalahetukatvat. The reward you get will be proportional to your faith. If you worship Bhagavan with 100% faith, reward will also be 100%. If Upanyasakar is also speaking and mic man is also speaking, then the listening people will get only 50% of information. So, because only one person should speak at a time. If 2 people are speaking, then people will get confused, right? Similarly, if with 50% faith, whether this will work out or not, does God really exist or not? Or did our ancestors deceive us in the name of God? Oh, I perform this worship. It may work, it may not work. If you do like this, you will get 25% or 50% of reward, that's all. But if you worship Bhagavan with 200% of faith, you will get 200% reward. So, Shraddhanurupam phalahetukatvat. Please write it in your heart. Mamarchanam nargati gantumanyatha. Shraddhanurupam phalahetukatvat. Any worship done to Bhagavan never goes in vain, but reward will be proportional to the faith. Shraddha, faith. Whatever we have on Bhagavan, it will be proportional. Reward will be proportional to our Shraddha. Now Bhagavan says, 18th verse, Swamshena putratvam upetyate sutan goptasmi maricha tapasya dittitaha. Aditi, let me do one thing. I will come as your own son. I will be born from your own womb. As a reward for this Payovratam, I will be born as your son, coming as your son, I will go seeking alms from Mahabali and restore the kingdom back to your sons Indra and Devas. So I cannot kill Mahabali, but I can restore the kingdom. So I will come as your son, go to Mahabali, I will seek alms, donation from Mahabali, restore the kingdom, give it back to Indra and Devas. That I can do. But Bhagavan said one more thing to Aditi. Naitat parasma akyayam prishtayapi katanchana. Even if someone comes and asks you what happened, you should not tell them. In Tamil there is a joke. கேட்டாலும் சொல்லக்கூடாது, அடிச்சு கேட்டாலும் சொல்லக்கூடாது, எப்படி கேட்டாலும் சொல்லக்கூடாது. பிருஷ்டயாபி கதஞ்சன. In whatever way other people ask you, you should not disclose this matter. Somebody may come and ask you, you observed Payovratam, what reward did you get? Many people will ask you, they will pester you. Whatever way they ask, you should not reveal this. Sarvam sampadyate devi, deva guhyam susamvritam. Only when you keep certain things secret, they will work out. Bhagavan says, this is Deva Rahasyam. You should keep it secret, because we always tend to, if some, Bhagavan, he himself gives darshan, immediately what we tend to do is, we will take a selfie with Bhagavan himself, post it on Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, everywhere. Aditi, if you do this, Mahabali, the enemy, will get alert. Oh, Aditi has performed worship, Bhagavan has blessed her, so he may come seeking alms, I will get alert. Mahabali will become agile. So please don't reveal everything to everybody. Keep it as secret. As promised, the promise was made in March, Phalguna month. As promised, the very next September, in Bhadrapada month, the Lord took birth from the womb of Aditi Devi. As promised, the God took incarnation in Bhadrapada month, Shukla Paksha Dwadasi, Shravana star at noon. Bhadrapada month, by September, Shukla Paksham, in the waxing phase of the moon, Dwadashi Titi, the 12th day, Shravana Nakshatram, star of Shravanam, at noon, mid-noon, 12 noon, the Lord incarnated from the womb of Aditi, not in the material way. Actually, the Lord himself says, he first entered into the tapas of Kashyapa. From the tapas of Kashyapa, he entered into the heart of Aditi. From her heart, the Lord comes out. Just open your mental screens. Chaturbhuja Shanka Gadabja Chakraha Pishangavasa Nalinayate Kshanaha Shyamavadacho Jasharaja Kundala Tvisholla Sri Vadanambuja Puman. Now the Lord incarnates with 4 arms as Sakshat Sriman Narayana, not as a dwarf with 2 arms. Initially the Lord came as Chaturbhujaha with 4 arms, Shanka Gada Abja Chakraha with conch, disc, mace and lotus, Pishangavasaha with yellow silk attire, Nalinayate with broad eyes like lotus petals, Shyamavadataha, dark hue like the dark blue clouds, rain-bearing cloud hue, Jasharaja Kundala, he was wearing earrings which were like fish-shaped earrings. They were shining along with his face. Tvisholla Satri Vadanambuja Puman. His face was shining along with those earrings. Srivatsa Vakshaha. In his chest there was a mark, Srivatsa, on which Goddess Mahalakshmi is residing. Valaya, bracelet, Angada, shoulder girdle, Ullasat Kirita, Kanchi Gunda Charu Nupuraha, Kirita, crown, Kanchi, waist girdle, Charu Nupuraha, beautiful anklets, Madhuvrata Vrata, Vigutta Swaya, Virajita Sri Vanamalaya Harihi. He was wearing a Vaijayanti garland, Vanamala, around his neck. Bees were humming around that garland. They were inspired by the smell of honey from those flowers, and that Vaijayanti Vanamala, it was frequented by bees. Prajapater Veshmatamaswarochisha Vinashayan Kantanivishta Kaustubaha. He was wearing a Kaustuba gem around his neck, and radiance emanated from the divine body of that Lord, and it illuminated the entire ashramam of Kashyapa. The Lord incarnated in the hermitage of Kashyapa and Aditi. The Lord's divine radiance illuminated the ashram of Kashyapa, illuminated so much that the Devas who were hiding outside came inside to see what was the illumination. Devas, where were they hiding? They were hiding around the ashramam of Aditi and Kashyapa. Then Aditi should have found them out, right? Their mother, they were in disguise in the form of plants, trees, birds, animals, insects. Devas were in disguise around the ashramam of Kashyapa, seeing some illumination inside. All the devas came into the ashram. They were pleasantly surprised to see the Lord himself incarnating as the youngest brother of the devas. Youngest brother of the devas, because Aditi Kashyapa are the father and mother of devas. The Lord has incarnated as the son of Aditi Kashyapa, as the youngest brother of devas. They were all pleasantly surprised and pleased. They praised the Lord, Jaya Vijayi Bhava. As they praised, the Lord changed his form into a 2 feet tall dwarf. Vamana means a dwarf, short person. Now the Lord reduced his form into Yattat Vapurbhat. Shuka Brahmam gives a beautiful example. Yattat Vapurbhati Vibhushana Yudaihi Avyakta Chidvyaktam Adharayat Harihi Babhuva Satenaiva Vamano Vatuhu Sampashyator Divyagatir Yathanataha. Just like a good actor changing his get-up on screen. A same hero appears in different get-ups in a same movie. Similarly, the great actor called Lord Srimad Narayana, who appeared with 4 arms, conch discus, goddess Lakshmi on his chest with his lotus eyes and everything, immediately, just like an actor changing his get-up, changed into a 2 feet tall dwarf form, which is called Vamana. On one hand, Vamana means one who is of short stature, a dwarf. But Vamana has one more meaning. This has been pointed out by the great Acharya Parashara Bhattar. In Vishnu Sahasranamam, Upendro Vamanav Pramshur Amoga Shuchirurjitaha. The 154th name of Vishnu Sahasranamam is Vamanaha. There Parashara Bhattar shows Vama means all goodness and auspiciousness. Na means Nagati, brings. Vamana means he brings auspiciousness. Just when you listen to the glories of Vamana Murti, he will bring all auspiciousness to our homes and to our hearts. So he is called Vamana, one who brings auspiciousness. Now he took the form of Vamana, a dwarf form. All rishis assembled there. The rishis told Kashyapa, let us perform Upanayanam for this child. How old is the child? Not even a single day. It was the actual day of birth. That day itself, rishis performed Upanayanam because it is a divine child. For our children, 5 years or 7 years. But he is divine child, Lord himself. So immediately after birth, Upanayanam was performed. Bhagavatam says how all the devas wanted to do some service to Bhagavan, offer something to Bhagavan during the Upanayanam. How did they offer their gifts? What are the gifts offered by each devas? Tasya upaniyamanasya savitrim savita bravit. Sun, Surya came down and did Gayatri mantra upadesham, Brahmopadesham for Vamanamurti. Brihaspatihi Brahmasutram, Brihaspati Devaguru, he submitted Yajnopavitam, sacred thread, Yajnopavitam, Janu, to Vamanamurti. Mekhalam Kashyapo Dadat, Kashyapa the father, he offered waist girdle, Mekhala, waist girdle made of munja grass to Vamanamurti. Dadau Krishnajinam Bhumihi, Brahmachari should wear deer skin as upper garment, Mantol, deer skin. Krishnajinam was offered by Bhuma Devi. Bhuma Devi offered that Krishnajinam with which he concealed Mahalakshmi on his heart. Because Mahalakshmi is there forever on his chest. But he is going as Brahmachari to Mahabali. So if wife is there on his chest, Mahabali will identify him as Grihastha. So to hide her upper garment, he had that deer skin offered by Bhuma Devi. Dandam Somo Vanaspatihi. Brahmachari should carry a holy stick, Dandam. That was offered by Somadeva. Kaupina Chadanam Mata, the inner wear for Vamanamurti, Kaupinam, Komanam, Kaupinam was offered by Mother Aditi Devi. Dyaushchatram Jagataf Patehe. Whenever we think of Vamana, his sacred umbrella will come to our minds. That umbrella, it was offered by heavenly deities. Swarga Devata offered him umbrella. Kamandalum Vedagarbhaha, he has Kamandalum, that holy vessel. It was offered by Brahmadeva. Kushan Saptarshayo Daduhu, Saptarishis presented Vamana with holy grass, Darba. Saptarishis presented Darba. Akshamala Maharaja, Saraswati Avyayatmanaha, Japamala, the beads, string of beads for performing Japam. That Japamala was presented by Saraswati Devi. Brahmachari should go for bhiksha, bhavati bhikshan dehi, he should ask, and then he should have food. For that he needs a bhiksha patram, vessel for bhiksha. That was submitted by Kubera. Tasma ityupanitaya yaksharat patrikam adhat. The first bhiksha, first alms for Vamana was submitted by Sakshat Parvati Devi, Bhiksham Bhagavati Sakshat Umadat Ambika Sati. Now the Upanayanam ceremony was over for our Vamana Murti. He performed Sandhya Vandanam, Samidadanam, and immediately proceeded to Narmada river's northern shore. Because as per Bhagavatam, Mahabali was performing Ashwamedha Yagam in the northern banks of river Narmada. So Vamana Murti walked towards the northern banks of river Narmada. Shutva Ashwamedhair Yajamana Murjitam Balim Bhrugunam Upakalpitaistataha Jagama Tatra Kila Sara Sambritaha Bharena Gam Sannamayan Pade Pade. As Vamana Murti walked towards Mahabali, for each step Vamana placed on the earth started trembling. The researchers started taking Richter scale to count the earthquake. Earth started trembling. Why should the earth tremble? Some people said, oh, God is going asking for donation, seeking alms. That's why Bhuma Devi got afraid and started trembling. But Parashara Bhattar gave a different interpretation. Why did the Bhumi, earth, tremble? Because Bhagavan himself trembled out of tension. Because Bhagavan was not used to receiving alms. He usually gives everything to everybody. He has not received anything so far from anybody. So Bhagavan was little bit tensed. First time I am going seeking alms. Will I do it perfectly or not? Will my execution come out successfully or will it fail? Bhagavan was tensed. He started dancing. If he trembles, the entire earth will tremble. So Bharena Gam Sannamayan Pade Pade. So the earth was trembling like earthquake. Mahabali's Yagashala. In the northern banks of river Narmada, Vamana enters into that Yagashala. Mahabali looked at him. Oh, what great Tejas, Brahma Tejas, divine radiance, divine aura. Mahabali stood up. All the rishis stood up seeing the divine radiance and aura of this Vamana Murti. They spoke to themselves. Is he Surya, the sun god, having come down to earth? Is he Sanat Kumara? Is he Agni? No, he is not Surya. Sun is shining in the sky. He is not Agni because Agni is burning in this Homagundam. He is not Sanat Kumara because Sanat Kumara is in the upper worlds. He is somebody else. Mahabali went towards him. 8th canto, 18th chapter, 28th verse. Mahabali welcomed him as per protocol, washed the feet of Lord Vamana and sprinkled that holy water on his head. Tatpada Shaucham Janakal Mashapaham Sadharma with Murdni Adhadatsu Mangalam Yaddeva Devo Girishas Chandramulihi Dadhara Murdhna Parayacha Bhaktya. See the verse. The same water from the holy feet of the Lord was later carried by Lord Shiva on his head. Because when the Lord measured the universe, Brahma performed Abhishekam to the feet of that Lord which came to Satyalokam, and that holy water emanated as Ganga river. Lord Shiva carried Ganga on his head. But before Lord Shiva, the lotus feet of Vamana Murti, water from the feet was carried by Mahabali on his head. By worshipping him and sprinkling the water on his head, Mahabali first got the boon to carry the divine water from the feet of Vamana Murti on his head. Now Mahabali asks Vamana Murti, 1832, Yad yad vato vanchasitat pratichame twamarthinam viprasutanutarkaye gam. Do you need cows? Please ask me, I will give you. Kanchanam. Do you need money? Gold? I will give you. Gunavadhamamritam. Do you need paddy fields or villages or homes? I will give you. Tata annapeyam. If you want food and water, I will provide. Utava viprakanyam. If you wish, I will sponsor your marriage. I will conduct marriage for you. Graman samriddhan. If you want to become chief of villages, I will give you so many villages. Turagan, horses. Gajanva, elephants. Rathangs tata arhatamatat praticha. You ask me whatever you want. You want chariots, horses, elephants, villages, paddy fields, whatever it is. Ask me. Cows, gold, whatever you want. Please ask me. Vamana Murti spoke to him politely. He was a short-statured lord. Spoke to Mahabali. O king, I don't want all these things. I just want 3 feet of land measured by 3 footsteps of mine. That is important. 3 feet you should not measure with inch tape or scale, nothing. I want 3 feet of land to be measured by 3 footsteps of mine. I will walk 3 steps. Whatever zone comes under those 3 steps, I will take them. Mahabali laughed at him sarcastically and asked, hey, you are so small and so cheap. Why are you asking for just 3 feet of land from this Chakravarti, who is the ruler of all the 3 worlds? Ask for something bigger, man. Don't be so cheap. Ask for something bigger. Now Vamanamurti replied, please note this shloka, the 22nd verse. Tribih kramair asantushtaha dvipenapi napuryate nasantushtas tribir lokaihi ajitatmopasaditaihi. If a man is not satisfied with 3 feet of land, you cannot satisfy him even if you give 3 worlds to him. Anybody who desires more than his basic needs cannot be satisfied at all. My height is 2 feet. 3 feet is more than enough for me. So I don't want anything beyond my basic needs. Whatever piece of land comes under my zone, I will place 3 footsteps. 3 feet of land, whatever zone of land comes under those 3 steps is enough for me, because if we start desiring more than our basic needs, then even if you give all the 3 worlds, that person will not get satisfied. Mahabali thought, okay, I wanted to give you more, but you opt for some cheap piece of land. Okay, whatever you wish, you become that. Yad bhavaha tad bhavati. I leave it to you. I will offer you 3 feet of land. Okay, Vindhyavali, Mahabali called his wife. She brought the vessel. The water has to be poured on the hands of Vamanamurti before donating the land. We say Dharai Varthal. That water, holy water, has to be poured on the hands of Vamanamurti. He called Vindhyavali. At that time, Shukracharya told Mahabali, stop. Please observe this point. What did Brihaspati tell Indra earlier? He will become arrogant. Once he becomes arrogant, he will insult his guru. If he insults his guru will curse him. Once his guru curses him, he will lose everything. Because the life was because of the grace of guru. Our Acharya is our lifeline. Once we forget that lifeline, we are lost. Now Shukracharya tells Mahabali, don't give it to him. He is Vishnu. He is not an ordinary dwarf. He is Vishnu in disguise. If you start giving donation to him, he will strip you of everything. So don't believe in him. Don't give anything to him. Mahabali said, no, I have promised to give him. I will give him. No, Shukracharya told him, he will take away everything. Mahabali, you should give only 1/5 of your earnings as charity. Now Shukracharya teaches economics to Mahabali. Just listen to Shukracharya economics. Dharmaya yashaserthaya. This is Bhagavata verse. Dharmaya yashaserthaya kamaya swajanaya cha panchada vibhajan vittam ihamutra cha modate. Among your earnings, you give 1/5 for charity and donations. Second 1/5, yashase, for fame and advertisements. Some people want to show off themselves. Use 1/5 of your earnings for that. Third 1/5, arthaya, savings and investment. Have 1/5 for your savings and investment. Kamaya, 1/5 for enjoyment. Last 1/5, swajanaya cha, distribute it among your friends, relatives, kin, near, dear and other people. So if you earn 100 rupees, give 20 rupees for charity, 20 rupees for your fame and advertisement, 20 rupees for savings and investment, 20 rupees for enjoyment, 20 rupees you distribute among the people around you. Panchada vibhajan vittam. If you divide your money in this way, ihamutra cha modate, you will be happy in this world as well as the other. Please don't donate beyond that. He will take everything away from you. Don't give it to him. Mahabali said, I have promised to give him whatever he asks. I can't go against my promise. I can't tell lie. If I go against my promise, it will be etched in history that Mahabali lied to Vamana. Mahabali will never utter lie. Shukracharya told him, no problem. You can tell lies on 5 occasions. You can break the promise and tell lies on 5 occasions. One person asked me, you are telling this on the 4th day of Upanyasam. You should have told that on the first day itself. On 5 occasions. You can speak lies. What are they? Shukracharya says, another verse from Bhagavatam, Strishu narma, vivahecha, vrityarthe, prana sankate, gobrahmanarthe himsayam, na anrutam syad jugupsitam. You are permitted to tell lies on 5 occasions. Number 1, Strishu narma, husband and wife, in their intimate conversations, they can speak white lies. She will say, you are Mr. Universe. He will say, you are Miss Universe. Both of them know it is lie only. But they are called white lies. They are allowed. Number 2, vivahecha. For the successful completion of an auspicious event like marriage, you can utter 1 or 2 lies and complete the marriage, no problem. Number 3, vrityarthe, to avoid becoming bankrupt. If you are going to lose all your money and become bankrupt, there you can tell 1 lie and escape, no problem. Number 4, prana sankate. If your life is at stake, to protect your life, you can utter a lie and escape, no problem. Last but not the least, go brahmanarthe himsayam, to protect another life. If another person or another life is in danger, you can tell a lie and safeguard them. So 5 occasions, husband-wife intimate conversations for the completion of an auspicious event like marriage, to save money, to protect your life or to protect other life, you can tell lies. Now, I ask you to tell lies only to protect your wealth. Otherwise, you will become bankrupt. That's all. He will take everything away from you. So, Mahabali, you break your promise. Now, Mahabali made the biggest mistake of his life. He spoke against his guru. He even gave advice to Shukracharya. Because my Acharya usually used to say, everybody wants to become teacher. Nobody wants to become a disciple. Nobody is interested to become a disciple. Everybody wants to be a teacher. So they are ready to teach their teachers also. They are ready for that. Mahabali taught Shukracharya. See, 8th canto, 20th chapter, Nakhya satyat paro dharmaha iti hovacha bhuryam. No. Breaking promise is a great sin. Telling lies is a great sin. Being a guru, can you advise me in this way? This is totally wrong. No. This is unbecoming of a guru. He gives advice to Shukracharya. This is unbecoming of a guru. You should not tell like this. Sarvam sodhum alam manye ritelika param naram. At any cost, I will donate what I promised to this dwarf. Let him be Lord Vishnu himself. Mahabali says, let him be Lord Vishnu. If I give donation to him, it will be etched in history that Mahabali gave donation to Lord Narayana himself. I will get more name and fame with so much pride, with so much arrogance, with so much ego. Mahabali told Shukracharya, I will donate him and I will get more name and fame as the donator to Lord Narayana himself. Shukracharya got angry. I have been speaking for your welfare, but you are denigrating and disregarding my words. I curse you. Dridam panditamani agnaha stabdosi asmadupekshaya machasanatigo yastvam achirat brashyase shriyaha. You have insulted my words. You have disregarded my advice. You have denigrated me. I curse you. You will lose all your wealth very soon. Achirat brashyase shriyaha. Very, very soon you will lose all your wealth. But Mahabali didn't mind. He called Vindhyavali, offered holy water in the hands of Vamana and donated 3 feet of land. Now Mahabali requested Vamana, O dwarf, now you walk, measure and take the zone occupied by your 3 footsteps. Now you can walk. Now the Lord starts walking. Just open your mental screen. Tadvamanam rupam avardhatat bhutam harer anantasya gunatrayatmakam bukham dishodyaur vivaraf payodhayaha tiryang mrideva rishayo yadasata. Now the body, the divine body of this dwarf Vamana started growing to a mammoth size, which Mahabali could never imagine. Thinking him as a dwarf, he said, you walk. Measure, take 3 footsteps, you can start walking. Now the Lord starts walking with a mammoth form. How was that form? Shukha Brahman describes, just open your mental eyes. The nether worlds were in the souls of that Trivikrama. Dwarf form is called Vamana. The giant form is called Trivikrama. In the souls of Trivikrama, nether worlds were there. Bhulokam, the earth, was in his feet. Mountains constituted his ankles. Birds were flying on his knees. Air was there in his thighs. Ether was in his navel. and 7 oceans constituted his abdomen. In that giant form, stars were in his chest, Dharma in his heart, Lakshmi on the right chest. Now, as the deer skin disappeared, Lakshmi appeared on his right chest. Samaveda was in his neck, Devas were in his shoulders, directions were there in his ears, heaven was there in his head. He took a mammoth, colossal form. Clouds were in his hairlocks, Pranavayu was in his nose, sun was in his eyes, Agni in his face, Vedas in his speech, Varuna in his tongue, Pravritti Dharma, Nivritti Dharma were his 2 eyebrows. The dharmas which give us material pleasures are called Pravritti Dharmas. The dharmas which take us towards liberation are called Nivritti Dharmas. Pravritti Nivritti Dharmas were his 2 eyebrows. In that universal form, day and night were his eyelids, yagas were his footsteps, yama was his shadow, herbs were his body hair, rivers were his nerves, rocks were his nails, and Brahma was there in his intellect. Just imagine that form, Brahma in intellect, rocks in nails, rivers in nerves, herbs in body hair, yama in shadow, yagas in footsteps, day and night in eyelids, Pravritti and Nivritti as eyebrows, Varuna in tongue, Veda in speech, Agni in face, sun in eyes, Pranavayu in nose, clouds in hairlocks, heaven in head, directions in ears, Devas in shoulders, Samaveda in neck, Lakshmi in Vakshasthalam, Dharma in heart, stars in chest, 7 oceans in abdomen, ether in navel, air in thighs, birds in knees, mountains in ankles, Bhuloka in feet, and nether worlds in his soul. That kind of a colossal, mammoth, universal form of Trivikrama. Vikrama means footstep. Trivikrama, the God with 3 divine footsteps. Trivikrama, with that form, the Lord with his right foot measured the earth. With his left foot, he measured the skies. Earth, skies. Mannulagam, Vinnulagam, earth, sky. The entire universe was measured with just 2 footsteps. The left foot, which was going upwards, Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satyam. It reached Satyalokam, the abode of Brahma. Brahma welcomed the left foot of the Lord into his Satyalokam, and Dhatu Kamandalu Jalam Tadurukramasya Padavane Jana Pavitrataya Narendra Swardhunya Bhut Nabasisa Patati Nimarti Lokatrayam Bhagavato Vishadeva Kirtihi. Now Brahma performed Abhishekam, holy bath, to the divine left feet of Bhagavan with the water in his divine vessel Kamandalam, and that water from the feet of Lord Trivikrama, who measured the universe, descended down to the earth as the holy Ganga, on the banks of which Parikshit is now listening to Bhagavatam. We are also mentally at the banks of Ganga only. This Lord who measured the universe, his left foot went to Satyalokam, Brahma performed Abhishekam, and that water from that feet came as Ganga to this universe. Now, after measuring the entire universe with just 2 footsteps, the Lord became the dwarf Vamana again. He became Trivikrama, measured the universe with 2 footsteps, became Vamana, a dwarf again. Now the Asuras, demons, were shocked. Oh, Narayana has cheated our King Mahabali. He took a small form, asked for 3 footsteps, but took a giant form, measured the entire universe with just 2 footsteps. He is trying to cheat our chief. No, we will not allow him. Demons came to attack this Lord Vamana. At the same time, Nanda, Sunanda, and all Vishnudutas came from Vaikuntham, and they attacked all these demons and sent them to nether worlds, Pathalam. Now Garuda descended. Garuda came and he imprisoned Mahabali with Varuna Pasam. Garuda imprisoned Mahabali with Varuna Pasam. Now Vamana asks Mahabali, Padani Trini Dattani Bhumer Makyam Tvayasura. O the chief of demons Mahabali, you promised me 3 footsteps of land. You have already given me 2 steps. But the 3rd footstep is remaining. Dvabhyam Kranta Mahi Sarva Tritiyam Upakalpaya. Please give me the place to place my 3rd footstep. Where is the place for the 3rd footstep? The Lord asked Mahabali. Now with utmost vinayam. Now Mahabali has lost all his arrogance. With utmost humility, Mahabali bowed down before the Lord and said, 8:22. Yadyuttama shloka bhavan mameritam vachovyalikam suravarya manyate karomi ritantanna bhavet pralambanam padam tritiyam kuru shirshti me nijam. Please place that third feet on my head. I now give my head to you. I will now give my head to you. I donate my head itself to you. Please place that third footstep on my head. I donate my head. Immediately, a voice appeared in the sky. Thank you, my Lord. Whose voice it was? Prahalada. 8:22:16. Prahalada says, thank you, my Lord. You have blessed my grandson. He was very, very arrogant so far. He refused to bend before anybody. He was so arrogant, so proud, so egoistic. But you have now bent his neck. You have bent his back. You made him worship you. You made him stand with humility. You have blessed my grandson. Prahlada says, Tvayaiva dattam padamaindra murjitam kritam tadevadya tathaiva shobhanam manye mahanasya kritohi anugrahaha vibramshito yachriya atma mohanat. Because this Aishwaryam, this wealth is the reason for his arrogance, that you have removed all his wealth, you have removed his arrogance as well. That's why he has bent his back and head for the first time in front of you. The first enemy of our wisdom is arrogance. If we are arrogant, we cannot get devotion. That's why we have to leave arrogance. My grandson has left his arrogance because of your blessings. Thank you, my Lord, said Prahlada. At the same time, Mahabali's wife, Vindhyavali, she tells Bhagavan, see the 20th verse, it is very, very difficult to get good name from wife. This Vindhyavali says, even now, my husband has not left out his ego completely, she says. He is bending his back and standing in front of the Lord with humility. Still Vindhyavali says, he hasn't left his ego fully. Kridartam atmanagidam. Trijagat kritam te swamyam tu tatra kudhiyo para isha kuryuhu kartu prabhostava kimasyata avaganti tyakta hriyastvad avaropita kartrivadaha. My husband has not left his ego fully. How do you say? Because instead of saying, this head is yours, take it, he says, I give my head to you. Still he has that sense of I. Instead of telling Bhagavan, this head is also your property, you take it. He should have told you like that. Instead he says, I will give my head to you. So mine are still there with my husband. Yes, it is very difficult to get good name from wife. She said, yes, he still has some ego. Now Brahma intervened and Brahma asked this Lord Vamana, why did you punish Mahabali? Why did you strip him of everything? I don't see any mistake with Mahabali. Did he commit any mistake? Why should you take everything away from him? Brahma asked. Now Lord Vamana replies, 24th verse, 8:22-24. Brahman yam anugrinhami tadvisho vidunomyaham. Brahma, whenever I decide to bless a person, the first thing I do is, I will take away the excess wealth from him. If I wish to bless a person, I will take the excess wealth from him. Because if he has excess wealth with him, he will get arrogant. If he gets arrogant, he will forget God. He will go to the extent of saying, I am God because I am wealthy. I am ruling over everybody. He will say, I am God. So this is the obstacle for developing wisdom and devotion. So if I want to bless a person, the first thing I do is, I will take away his excess wealth. Yanmadav purushastabdaha lokam mamcha avamanyate. This drives home the fact that even ED rights and IT rights are one form of Bhagavad Anugraham. Take away excess wealth from the people to develop their devotion, knowledge and remove their arrogance. Bhagavan then says, then it doesn't mean that Bhagavan will strip us of all our wealth. He goes on to say, first I will give my devotee maturity. I will ensure that he grows in devotion and wisdom. Once he becomes mature enough, I will give him a lot of wealth at the right time. Janma karma vayo rupa vidyaishwarya dhanadibhi yadyasya na bhavet stambha tatrayam madanugraha. Not that I will permanently stop him of all his wealth. Not like that. I will give everything step by step. I will give him a birth in a very good family of devotees. Then I will make him do good things, punya karmas. And then I will give him some good appearance. Then I will give him vidya, knowledge. Finally, I will give him aishwaryam, wealth, after some stage of maturity, so that he will utilize that wealth properly. If I give all those wealth to an immature person, he will misuse that wealth. So I will first take away the excess wealth from him, give him maturity, and then I will give him wealth in bounty so that he will use that wealth properly. To be precise, Bhagavan says crisply, if a person is both wealthy and humble, understand that he is the recipient of my grace. Because in this world, wealthy people will not be humble. Humble people won't be wealthy. But if a wealthy person is also humble, and if a humble person is wealthy, understand that he is the recipient of my grace. Only because of my grace, a person can be both wealthy and humble. So these are all my leelas. I will now bless Mahabali. Now the Lord turned towards Mahabali and told him, 31st verse, Yeshame prapitasthanam dushprapam amarairapi savarner antarasyayam bhavitendro madashrayah. O Mahabali, are you thinking that I took away your Rajyam of 3 worlds from you? No. I am going to reinstate you as Indra. But not now. Let this cycle of Manu, let this Manu's regime, this is called Vaivasvata Manvantaram, let this conclude. In the next cycle, the next Manvantaram is called Savarni Manvantaram, the rule of 8th Manu. At that time, I will install you as Indra and you will rule the 3 worlds. But now you are not mature enough to occupy the post of Indra. So now, Tavat Sutala Madhyastam Vishwakarma Vinirmitam, I will send you to Sutala Lokam, below the earth. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, the 3rd world below the earth. I will send you to Sutala Lokam. There, Prahlada will also accompany you. Because of association with Prahlada, you can develop more and more devotion, wisdom and humility, maturity, everything. And Rakshishye Sarvatoham Tvam Sanugam Saparichadam, I will also come with you, holding my mace as Gadapani, and protect you in Sutala Lokam. See the simplicity of Bhagavan. I will be your security guard at Sutala Lokam. So Mahabali, now you proceed to Sutala Lokam along with your grandfather Prahlada. You will get maturity, devotion, wisdom, humility, everything there. After you develop everything there, in the next Manvantaram, next cycle of Manu's rule, Savarni Manvantaram, you will become Indra and rule the 3 worlds. Till such time, I will also accompany you and protect you in the form of Gadapani. Saying so, the Lord took Mahabali to Sutala Lokam. Where did he place the 3rd footstep? Where did he place the 3rd footstep? Where is it given in Bhagavatam? Please refer. Mahabali requested Bhagavan to place the 3rd footstep on his head. But did Bhagavan place it? Not given in Bhagavatam. You are all doing a lot of Bhagavata Parayanam. You might know it. No, not only in Bhagavatam. In no scripture it is mentioned that Bhagavan placed his 3rd footstep on the head of Mahabali. Mahabali requested. Then where did Bhagavan place the 3rd footstep? This is answered in Rig Veda. In Rig Veda, Vishnu Suktam, there is one mantra. Paro matraya tanuva vridhana nate mahitvam anuvashnuvanti ube te vidma rajasi prithivya Vishnu deva tvam paramasya vitse. The world knows only about 2 footsteps. Ube te vidma. Only those first 2 footsteps. First footstep on this earth. Second on the sky. Ube te vidma. That we know. Then the 3rd one, Vishnu Deva Tvam Paramasya Vitse. The Lord alone knows. It is unknown to the world. That's why no scriptures say. Where did the Lord place the 3rd footstep? Parashara Bhattar explained, it could be in Vaikuntham. Because the Nitya Suris would like to have the sparshan of the divine feet of Lord on their head in Vaikuntham. So it could be Vaikuntham. Or, since the Lord has measured all the universe, he might have created a new world and placed the 3rd footstep on that new world also. Yes, there is a possibility. He could have placed it on the head of Mahabali as well. That's also one possibility. But it is not mentioned anywhere in scriptures, just to show that the Lord is beyond our intellect. He is incomprehensible. As a symbol of that, he kept that 3rd footstep as a rahasyam. It is a secret. So no scripture has revealed so far. Only in Kamba Ramayanam, Vishwamitra narrates Vamana Avataram to Rama in Tamil Kambaramayanam. There Kambar says Vamana placed his third footstep on Mahabali's head. But in our Itihasas or Puranas or in Vedas, nowhere it is mentioned that the Lord placed his third footstep on Mahabali's head. This has been answered by Parashara Bhattar. We have got a mantra in Rigveda also which says the third footstep is unknown. Bhagavatam also does not say that the Lord placed his foot on the head of Mahabali. Mahabali requested, but it is up to the Lord's divine will to decide where to place. He has kept it as his secret. Now it is time to conclude Upanyasam Vamana Avataram. Yes, it is time to conclude Vamana Avataram as well. How did the Lord conclude Vamana Avataram? Means he divided himself into two forms. One form, Gadapani. He went along with Mahabali to Sutalalokam with Prahlada to protect him. He took another form called Upendra. Upendra means younger brother of Indra. He is the younger brother of Indra, right? Son of Aditi and Kashyapa. So the younger brother of Indra. So he took a form as younger brother of Indra, Upendra, restored the kingdom to Indra and Devas, and went to heaven for the protection of Indra. So one see the glory of Vamanamurti. To protect the demon Mahabali, he goes as Gadapani. To protect the demigod Indra and other devas, he goes as Upendra. So he divided himself into two forms. One form, Upendra, went to heaven to protect devas. The other form, this Gadapani, went to Sutalalokam to protect Mahabali along with Prahlada. Before leaving, Vamanamurti asked Shukracharya to perform atonement for the hindrance caused in the Yagam. Mahabali was performing Ashwamedha Yagam. Vamanamurti intervened and stopped. A hindrance has been caused. It is a dosham, it is a blemish. So please perform Prayashchitam atonement. Shukracharya performed the Prayashchitam. What is it? Bhagavatam says, Sarvam karoti nishchidram nama sankirtanam tava. He chanted the names of Vamanamurti. That was the best atonement for the hurdle, for the hindrance caused to the Yagam. And the Yagam was completed. Now Shukabrahmam narrates the benefit of listening to this Vamana Avataram and Trivikrama Avataram. Ya idam devadevasya, 30th verse. Ya idam devadevasya harer adbhuta karmanaha avataranu charitam srinvanyati parangatim. Those who listen to Vamana Avataram will definitely attain Vaikuntham. No doubt about that. They will attain moksham, liberation. Not only that, there is another important benefit. Kriyamane karmanidam daive pitriyetha manushe. When we perform Vedic rituals, it could be towards Devas or Pitrus or anything. Whenever we perform Vedic rituals, knowingly or unknowingly, we are prone to commit a lot of mistakes. If you listen to Vamana Charitram and chant the names of Vamana, all the mistakes committed in the Vedic ritual will be forgiven and fixed by Bhagavan, and Bhagavan will give full reward for that Vedic ritual. So whatever Vedic ritual we do, we should meditate on Vamanamurti so that all the mistakes we commit unknowingly during that ritual get rectified, fixed or forgiven by Bhagavan, and we get full reward for those rituals. That's why if you observe all Bhagavata Sapthahams, Vamana Avataram will come at the midpoint. For any Saptaham, Vamana Avataram will come at the midpoint of Saptaham. Just imagine our Saptaham here, the midpoint is 4th day. At the end of the first hour, 2 hours Upanyasam. 4th day is the midpoint. Now, at the end of the first hour, this is the midpoint for this day as well. Exactly at the midpoint, Vamana Avataram comes. Why? Because in this Vedic ritual of Bhagavata Sapthaham, we might have committed some mistakes in the previous 3 days. We may commit mistakes in the next 3 days as well. As we have listened to Vamana Avataram at the midpoint, he will ensure that all the mistakes which were committed in the previous 3 days are also forgiven, and all the mistakes which might be unknowingly committed in the next 3 days are also forgiven, and this Bhagavata Sapthaham gets completed successfully. Vamana Murti will ensure that. With that, we conclude Vamana Avataram and proceed to the 9th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Ambarisha Charitram. 9th canto, 4th chapter, 15th verse onwards. Where are we now? We are all in the southern banks of river Ganga. Shukabrahmam is seated on Acharya Peetham. Parikshit is seated on Darba grass. Rishis have gathered around. With Acharya Anugraham, we have joined that Goshti. Lord Krishna is now seated on our lap. We are all listening to Bhagavatam. Now 9th canto, 4th chapter, 15th verse. Ambarisho Mahabhagaha Sapta Dvipavati Mahim Vasudeve Bhagavati Tadbhakseshu cha Sadushu Prapto Bhavam Param Vishwam Yenedam Loshtravat Smritam. Ambarisha was a great king in the Ikshvaku dynasty. He was the predecessor of Lord Rama. This Ambarisha was very much devoted to Lord Sriman Narayana, and he considered his entire Rajyam and wealth as a piece of stone. He was detached towards the material pleasures and always attached towards Bhagavan. Seeing his devotion, Tasma Adat Harish Chakram Pratyanika Bhayavaham Ekanta Bhakti Bhavena Prito Bhaktabhirakshanam. Pleased by his devotion, Lord Sriman Narayana had given his Sudarshana disc to Ambarisha for his protection. Whatever danger comes to you, this Chakra Talvar, Sudarshana disc, Sudarshana will protect you. Narayana had told him. Yukta Samvatsaram Viraha Dadhara Dwadashi Vratam. This Ambarisha went to the Punya Kshetram called Madhuvanam in the banks of river Yamuna, stayed there for 1 year and observed Ekadashi Vratam. But if you look at the verse, it will say Dwadashi Vratam. Is it Ekadashi Vratam or Dwadashi Vratam? Some people say if it is 3 days fast, it is Dwadashi Vratam. If it is 1 day fast, it is Ekadashi Vratam. But Swami Vedanta Deshika in Tatparya Chandrika, Gita Bhashya Tatparya Chandrika, 16th chapter, 2nd verse says, Ekadashi Vratam itself should be called as Dwadashi Vratam only. How? Dwadashi Samaradhanartha Ekadashi Upavasaha. Ekadashi Vratam is not complete in itself. You should fast on Ekadashi. That's not enough. On Dwadashi morning, you should wake up, complete all your Anushtanams, do puja to Bhagavan and take Parana. That Parana, you have to take food on Dwadashi and complete the fast. Only if you perform puja to Bhagavan on Dwadashi and take that food Parana, Ekadashi Vratam gets completed. Since that Ekadashi Vratam completes with Dwadashi Puja, it is called Dwadashi Vratam. Swami Vedanta Deshika says, Dwadashi Samaradhanartha Ekadashi Upavasaha. You have to perform Dwadashi Aradhanam to Bhagavan, you do Parana and then conclude Ekadashi Vratam. So that itself is called Dwadashi Vratam. Now this Ambarisha in Madhuvanam on the banks of river Yamuna, he was observing Ekadashi Vratam, Dwadashi Vratam for 12 months, 1 year. In the month of Kartika, around November, in Shukla Paksha Ekadashi, he observed fast. The next day, Shukla Paksha Dwadashi, he had to do puja and complete Parana. Vratante Kartike Masi, Triratram Samuposhitaha, Snatah Kadachit Kalindyam, Harim Madhuvanerchayat. Now, early morning on Kartika Shukla Paksha Dwadashi, Ambarisha woke up, had a holy dip in Yamuna and then performed routine puja, daily puja to Lord Sriman Narayana's deity form, Mahabhisheka Vidhina, Sarvopaskara Sampada. He performed holy bath, Tirumanjanam. Usually people on Dwadashi, they do short Tiruvaradhanam to have food soon. But it is not the case with Ambarisha. He performed a detailed puja to Bhagavan. Abhishitya Ambara Kalpaihi, Gandhamalyarhanadibihi. He offered sandal paste. He offered flower garlands. Tadgatantara Bhavena, Pujayamasa Keshavam, Brahmananscha Mahabhagan, Siddharthan Api Bhaktitaha. He invited lot of Vedic scholars and donated cows to them. He performed Godanam to Vedic scholars and fed a lot of Vedic scholars. At that time, the Rishi Durvasa, who is known for his anger, curse and everything, Kopa and Sapa, Durvasa came there along with his disciples. Ambarisha welcomed Durvasa as per protocol, worshipped him and requested him to have food. Durvasa said, I am here to take bath. I will go take bath, finish my anushtanams and then come back. Ambarisha said, I will wait, because if a guest comes to our home, we should first feed the guest before taking food for ourselves. Okay, I will wait, Ambarisha said. Durvasa went. Ambarisha was waiting. 24 more minutes of Dwadashi was remaining. Only 24 minutes of Dwadashi was remaining. Ambarisha was now caught in a dilemma. What is the dilemma? Brahmanatikrame doshaha dwadashyam yad aparane. On one hand, if a guest comes to our home, we should first feed the guest. Then only we can take food. Now, Dwadashi, it will conclude within 24 minutes. If you observe Ekadashi Vratam, you should complete Parana. You should take food before the end of Dwadashi Tithi. If Trayodashi comes, what will happen? Shastra says, Dwadasham Dwadashim Hanti Trayodashyam tu Paranam. If you fail to complete Parana within Dwadashi and if Trayodashi enters, you will lose the benefit of performing previous 12 Dwadashi Paranas. Previous 12 Dwadashi Parana Palan is lost. So on one hand, he has to eat before 24 minutes. On the other hand, he cannot eat before feeding the guest Durvasa. What can he do? He consulted his acharyas. They told him, you do Jalaparanam. Jalaparanam means consuming water. Only under exceptional circumstances, we can just consume water and finish our vratam as Jalaparanam. You do that. Ambarisha took water and had Jalaparanam. At that time, Durvasa entered. He was very, very angry. Fire was emanating from his eyes. You called me to eat. I did not come to eat here. I came only to bless you. You offered me food. Just before I could finish my austerities and come, you have taken water. Before feeding your guest, you have taken water and consumed Jalaparana. How dare you do this? Yoma matitimayatam atityena nimantriyache adatva bhuktavangstasya sadhyaste darshaye phalam. You will face the music now. Durvasa created an evil spirit, a kritya, an evil spirit from the locks of his hair and directed it to kill Ambarisha. Pragdishtam britya rakshayam purushena mahatmana dadaha krityam tam chakram kruddagi miva pavakaha. As Durvasa directed that evil spirit towards Ambarisha, the Lord had entrusted Ambarisha with Sudarshana disc. That chakra thalvar Sudarshana disc proceeded. He just burnt that evil spirit and Sudarshana disc started chasing Durvasa. Durvasa was running to the caves of Meru mountain. He ran to the Digpalakas. He ran to heaven. He ran to Rudra. He ran to Narayana. Durvasa fell at the feet of Lord Narayana in the relative Vaikuntham, Karya Vaikuntham, pleaded with him, please save me. Narayana spoke to Durvasa, sorry Durvasa, in this case alone I am unable to save you. I cannot save you because I am Bhakta Paradino hi Aswatantra Ivadvicha Sadhubir Grasta Hridayaha Bhaktair Bhakta Janapriyaha. I am always under the control of my devotees. You have committed an offense against my devotee and you are seeking apology from me. I have no right to forgive you because your offense is not towards me, it is towards my devotee. My devotees have captured my hearts and they are keeping me under their control. Bhagavan says, Maya nirbaddha hridayaha sadhava samadarshanaha vashe kurvanti mam bhaktya sat sriyas tat satpatim yatha. Just like good women keeping their husbands under their control out of love, not out of command or other things. Out of love, just like women keeping their husbands in their control out of love, my devotees out of devotion and love have captured me and kept me under their control. So the only option for you is Durvasa. You go to Ambarisha, Brahmang stadgatcha bhadramte nabhagat anayam nripa kshamapaya mahabhagam tatashantir bhavishyati. You seek apology from Ambarisha, Sudarshana will leave you. Now Durvasa fell at the feet of Ambarisha. Ambarisha went 4 steps back. Oh Rishi, you should not fall at my feet. If it is we people, you would say, yes, you directed an evil spirit against me. Did you face the music now? You said, I will face the music. Rather, you have faced the music. Be careful against me, we will say. No, Ambarisha was a humble person. He was the true devotee. He prayed towards Lord Sudarshana Chakra to please leave this Durvasa, don't harm him. He is a rishi, he is my atiti, he is my guest, you should not harm him. A great Sudarshana Stotram of Ambarisha, it is there in Bhagavatam. Tvam Agnir Bhagavan Suryaha, Tvam Somo Jyotisham Patihi, Twamapas Tvam Kshitirvyoma, Vayur Matrendriyani cha. O Sudarshana Chakra, you are the embodiment of Agni. You are Surya. You are the moon. You are the chief of all celestials. You are water. You are the earth. You are the ether. You are the wind. You are my senses. Sudarshana Namastubhyam Sahasrara Achyuta Priya Sarvastra Ghatin Vipraya Swasti Bhuya Yetaspate. O the Lord of all weapons. O Sudarshana, who is capable of defeating all other weapons. O Sudarshana, Su means good. Darshanam means path. Sudarshana means one who shows us good path. This is the way to go. This is the path. One who shows us good path is Sudarshana. O Sudarshana, Namastubhyam. I worship you. Sahasrara. O the one with 1,000 spokes. Sudarshana has 1,000 spokes. O the one with 1,000 spokes. Achyuta Priya. O the one who is very dear to Lord Srimad Narayana. Sarvastra Ghatin. O the defeater of all other weapons. Vipraya Swasti Bhuya Yedaspate. Please give Mangalam, auspiciousness to this Durvasa. Don't harm him. Sudarshana was pleased with the stuti of Ambarisha, and that disc Sudarshana spared Durvasa for the sake of Ambarisha. Now Durvasa realized his mistake. Aho Ananta Bhaktanam Mahatvam Drishta Madhyame Kritagasopi Yadrajan Mangalani Samihase. Durvasa says, even though I tried to harm Ambarisha, the same Ambarisha has saved my life. This is the glory of devotees. This is the magnanimity of the devotees of Lord Srimad Narayana. Now Ambarisha requested Durvasa, O Rishi, it has been 1 year since you left this place, he said. What 1 year? Sudarshana disc chased Durvasa. He went to the caves of Meru. He went to heaven. He went to Rudra, Kailasa. He went to relative Vaikuntam, Karya Vaikuntam, everywhere. And then came back to Ambarisha. How much months would have passed for this travel? Just imagine. 12 months, 1 year. So Ambarisha told Durvasa, O Rishi, you have been running all along for 12 months, 1 year, without consuming anything. You came to me 1 year back for food, but I couldn't offer you food. You started running. I am waiting for you. Please have your food. So Durvasa sat and ate the food offered by Ambarisha. Now Shukabrahmam says, Samvatsaro Atyagat Tavat Yavata Nagato Gataha. 1 year passed. All through that 1 year, Munista Darshana Kankshaha Raja Abbaksho Babuvaha. Till such time, Ambarisha did not consume any food. Because Durvasa came to my place, he went away without eating anything. For 1 year, Ambarisha survived only on water. He consumed only water and waited for Durvasa to come back and have food. After feeding Durvasa, Ambarisha consumed the leftover prasadam. Gatecha Durvasasi Sombarishaha Dvijopayogati Pavitramakarat. This is a Rishi Sesham. It is great. So he consumed the leftover food of Durvasa later. This is the glory of Ambarisha. So, not that he prayed to Chakaratalvar out of his magnanimity, that is secondary, but waited for 1 year to feed the Rishi and then take the Sesha Prasadam of that Rishi. He waited for 1 year consuming only water. That's the glory of Ambarisha. On the other hand, we realize one more thing. What is that? Devotees are very, 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 very dear to Bhagavan. If a person commits any offense towards devotees, Bhagavan will not forgive them unless they seek apology from the devotee to whom they committed an offense. So Bhagavata Apacharam, we have to seek apology from those Bhagavatas alone. Even Bhagavan will not forgive Bhagavata Apacharam. Those who listen to Ambarisha Charitram will derive a great benefit, says Shukabrahmam. Ityetat punyamakyanam Ambarishasya bhupatehe sankirtayan anudhyayan bhakto bhagavato bhavet. No worldly benefits described. Only benefit is those who listen to the history of Ambarisha will become a bhakta, bhagavata, a devotee like Ambarisha himself. What else do we need? So those who listen to Ambarisha Charitram will be blessed with devotion like Ambarisha. With that we conclude the 9th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Now? Yes. Now we enter into the heart of Srimad Bhagavatam. Shuka Brahmam actually wanted to start with Krishna Leelas and Krishna Charitram only. The matter which Shuka Brahmam wanted to teach Parikshit for those 7 days was mainly Krishna Leelas. Then he could have straight away started with Krishna Leelas, right? Why should he speak about Varaha Avataram, Kapila Avataram, Dhruva Charitram, Jadabharata Charitram, Ajambala Charitram, Narayana Kavacham, Prahlada Charitram, Narasimha Avataram, Gajendra Moksham, Vamana Avataram, Ambarisha Charitram? Why all these things? Shuka Brahmam wanted to narrate Krishna Leelas. He could have directly narrated Krishna Leelas. Why all these things? Because Krishna Leela comprises of the highest level of spiritual wisdom. If you teach Krishna Leela, the highest level of spiritual wisdom, directly to a beginner, the beginner cannot understand the nuances of Krishna Leela. It is the highest form of spiritual knowledge. Take the example of a small child wanting to become a doctor. A 5-year-old child wanted to become a doctor. Can we join the child to a medical college directly? He wants to become a doctor. Okay, admit him to medical college. Can we do that? No. If he wants to become a doctor, first we will admit the child to LKG, then UKG. He should learn all alphabets, basic studies. You have to create a strong base and then pass out in 10th standard with good marks. And then you study +1, +2, get good marks there. Then if there is NEET exam, you write NEET exam. You prove your ability and eligibility, everything. Only after that, he can enter into medical college. Why? His aim may be to study medicine only, but he has to be made mature enough for that, fit enough for that, eligible for that. For that, you have to put a good basement, a strong foundation, and give him maturity to read MBBS further, or PhD, or engineering, whatever it is. We should have a strong basement and maturity. Similarly, Krishna Leela is the highest form of spiritual wisdom. You cannot teach that directly. Shuka Brahmam wanted to give us a strong basement and foundation and make us mature enough to enjoy Krishna Leelas. That's why Shuka Brahmam taught us all these Leelas so far, so that we got so much of maturity like school education. So in Bhagavatam, first 9 chapters are like school education, basic education. With that strong basement, we proceed to the higher education, which is the Hridayam, the heart of Bhagavatam, which is Dashama Skandam, the 10th Skandam, which is full of the glorious Leelas of Lord Krishna. Not only that, if you have to listen to Krishna Leelas, we should have performed a lot of punyams, plenty of punyams we should have performed to listen to Krishna Leelas. Now just look at our account. Have we performed any such punyam? Not much. Shuka Brahmam thought of a plan. He narrated a lot of Punya Charitrams in the first 9 cantos. By listening to them, we have now earned a lot of Punyam, as a result of which we are going to enjoy Krishna Avataram. So, the second half of Bhagavatam, the last 3.5 days of Sapthaham, is nothing but the effect of the Punyam earned by listening to first 3.5 days of Sapthaham. That's why we start Krishna Leela exactly at the second part of the 4th day. Because the first part of Sapthaham is to give you more and more punyam. The second half of Sapthaham is the enjoyment, which is a result of the punyam which we obtained by listening to the first 3.5 days of Bhagavatam. Now are you ready to enjoy the benefit of the punyam of listening to the first 3.5 days of Bhagavatam? Now you are all ready. Shuka Brahmam now reveals the highest form of spiritual wisdom to Parikshit. 10th canto, 1st chapter, 16th verse. Vasudeva Katha Prashnaha Purushang Strin Punatihi Vaktaram Prichakam Shrot Tatpada Salilam Yatha. Listening to Krishna Leelas purifies the listener, speaker, and the organizer. Shuka Brahmam says, referring to 3 people: Vaktaram, speaker; Prichakam, organizer; Shrotrun, listeners. Not only them, their entire clan, including ancestors, including further successive generations, including every person in their family. It purifies everybody. How? Just like we get purified by taking a holy dip in Ganga river, listening to Krishna Leelas gives you the benefit of having a holy dip in Ganges. Not only for you, for our entire generation, for our entire clan, for our ancestors, for our successors, everybody, including listener, speaker, and the organizer. Vaktaram Prichakam Shrotrunu Tatpada Salilam Yatha. Now Shuka Brahmam starts narrating the events which led to Krishna Avataram towards the end of Dwapara Yugam. Now we are all in Kali Yugam. Towards the end of Dwapara Yugam, Bhumir Driptan Ripavyaja Daityanika Shatayutaihi Akranta Bhuri Bharena Brahmanam Sharanam Yayo. The earth, Mother Earth, got overburdened with evil kings. By the end of Dwapara Yuga, demons were ruling this earth in the form of kings. You know one difference between Krita Treta Yugam and Dwapara Kali Yugam. In Krita Yugam, demon will appear as demon. Treta Yugam also, demon will appear as demon. If you take the case of Ravana, 10 heads, 20 hands, obviously he is a Rakshasa. If you take the case of Hiranyakashipu or Hiranyaksha, obviously he is an Asura. But Dwapara Yugam, Kali Yugam, all those Asuras, Rakshasas come in the form of rulers. And they start ruling us. We will imagine that he is a human being like you and me, but there will be a demon inside. That's the problem with Dwapara Yugam and Kali Yugam. Demons were ruling the earth in the form of kings. Take for example, Kalanemi. He was a great demon. He came in the form of Kamsa. Kamsa is not like Ravana or Kumbhakarna or Hiranyaksha or Hiranyakashipu. We think Kamsa is an ordinary man like us. But within him, Kalanemi demon was present. Dwaparasura came as Shakuni. We all see Shakuni as a human being. But Dwaparasura was within him. Kali Asura came as Duryodhana. Sahasra Kavacha Asura, Sahasra Kavacha came as Karna. We think Karna is a human being. He donated a lot. But Sahasra Kavacha, demon was within him. Ravana, he came as Shishupala. Kumbhakarna came as Dantavakra. Because the same Jaya Vijaya. Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Shishupala, Dantavakra, all are coming in human form, and Bhuma Devi was unable to bear with their onslaught. Gaur Bhutva Shrumki Kinna Krandanti Karunam Vibho. She went to Brahma taking the form of a cow. Bhuma Devi in the form of cow went to Brahma and cried out her sorrow. Oh Brahma, please save me from the overburden of these evil kings, she said. Brahma said, I cannot do anything in this regard. Narayana alone can help. Let us all go to the Milky Ocean and pray to the Lord. Brahma took Bhuma Devi, all other devas to Milky Ocean, and they all chanted Purusha Suktam, worshipping Lord Sriman Narayana. Brahma tad upadaryata sahadevais tayasaha jagama satrinayanaha tiram kshira payo nidhehe tatra gatva jagannatham devadevam vrishakapim Purusham Purusha Suktena Upataste Samahitaha, chanted Purusha Suktam and worshipped Lord Sriman Narayana. At that time, the Lord reclining in the Milky Ocean spoke with Brahma alone, secretly. It could not be heard by other people. He spoke secretly with Brahma alone. Sayava Durvya Bharamishwareshwaraha Swakala Shaktya Kshapayangschared Bhuvi. The Lord told Brahma, don't worry. I know Bhuma Devi is overburdened with evil people. I will incarnate on the earth and remove all the burden of this earth. Vasudeva Grihe Sakshat Bhagavan Purushav Paraha. I will come as the son of Vasudeva. Rishayopi Tadadeshat Kalpyantam Pashurupinaha. Great rishis will come in the form of cows, and those cows will be raised by me. Rishis will come in the form of cows. They will be raised by me. To aid me in this effort, Vasudeva Kalanantaha Sahasra Vadanaswarat Agrato Bhavita Devaha Harev Priya Chikirshaya. My serpent bed Adisesha, he will incarnate as my elder brother to help me. Vishnor Maya Bhagavati Yaya Sammohitam Jagat Adishta Prabhunam Shena Karyarthe Sambhavishyati. Yoga Maya, the Shakti of the Lord, Vishnu Durga, she will come as the daughter of Yashoda, my stepsister, to help me in this regard. O Devas, you can also take birth to serve me. The Lord instructed Devas through Brahma. He spoke with Brahma alone. Now Brahma gave all instructions to the other Devas. Based on that, Devas took incarnations on this earth to balance the burden of Asuras. Asuras are born as kings. Now Devas started taking birth as kings to give a balance in this universe. Kashyapa and Aditi, who are they? Parents of Devas, Kashyapa and Aditi, incarnated as Vasudeva and Devaki. Kashyapa as Vasudeva, Aditi as Devaki. Drona, a Vasu by name Drona, Ashtavasus, one of them Drona. And Vasupatini Dhara, Drona Dhara, incarnated as Nandagopa and Yashoda. Dharmadeva came as Dharmaputra, Vayudeva came as Bhima, Indra came as Arjuna, Ashwini Kumaras came as Nakula Sakadevas, Indrani came as Draupadi. So all Devas started coming towards this earth to balance this burden caused by demons. At the same time, in Madhura, a newly wedded couple are going in chariot to their new palace. Madhura Bhagavan Yatre Nityam Sannihito Harihi. Just now a wedding has happened. A newly wedded couple. Who is the bridegroom? Tasyam tu karhichit shaurihi Vasudeva Kritodvaha. The bridegroom was Vasudeva, son of Shura. Who is this Vasudeva? Kashyapa. Kashyapa has come as Vasudeva. The bride is Devakya Suryaya Sardham Prayane Rathamaruhat. Devaki, the daughter of Devaka. She is the Amsham of Aditi. Now Kashyapa Aditi in the form of Vasudeva and Devaki. Vasudeva, son of Shura, and Devaki, daughter of Devaka, are newly married and traveling to their new palace in a chariot. At that time, Kamsa, the cousin of Devaki, came, not brother. Ugrasena sutah Kamsaha, Swashupriya Chikirshaya, Rashmin Hayanam Jagrahe, Raukmai Ratashatair Vritaha. Ugrasena sutah Kamsaha. Kamsa, the son of Ugrasena, came. Devaki is the daughter of Devaka. Kamsa is the son of Ugrasena. Devaka and Ugrasena are brothers. So Kamsa is the cousin brother of Devaki. Without knowing that, many people say, if a child is born on Rohini star, it is not good for maternal uncle. Kamsa himself is not direct maternal uncle for Krishna. He is maternal cousin uncle. Hereafter you can change. If Rohini star, baby is born on Rohini star, maternal cousin uncle will have problem. Not like that. If that uncle is like Kamsa, he will have problem on whatever star the baby is born, he will have problems. Uncle should be a good uncle. We should not criticize the star of Bhagavan. Rohini is a great star in which Lord Krishna incarnated. So we should not attach a wrong tag to that Rohini star. It's not like that. So Ugrasena Sutah Kamsaha, the cousin of Devaki Kamsa, who is the son of Ugrasena, he came out of brotherly love. Kamsa drove the chariot for Devaki and Vasudeva. I will drive the chariot. Why should some driver drive it? I will drive. Kamsa is now driving the chariot. Devaki, Vasudeva, they are seated. They are going to their new palace. Devaka, the father of Devaki, had given plenty of wedding gifts to his daughter. Chatushatam Paribarham, Gajanam Hemamalinam, Ashwanam Ayutam Sardham, Rathanam Chatrishatshatam, Dasinam Sukumarinam, Dveshate Samalankrite, Duhitre Devakav Pradat, Yane Duhitrivatsalaha, 400 elephants, 15,000 horses, 1,800 chariots, and 200 servants. 400 elephants, 15,000 horses, and then 1,500, 800 chariots, and then 200 servants. They were all following the chariot as gift for Devaki. At that time, Ashariri, a divine voice, appeared in the sky. Pati pragrahinam kamsam abhashyaha ashariravaku asyastvam ashtamo garbaha hantayam vakase abuda. That voice called, "Oh fool." Generically it called, "Oh fool." Kamsa looked up. Somebody is calling me. Who is calling me? Kamsa looked up. That voice told him, "Asyastvam ashtamo garbaha hantayam vakase abuda." Ye abuda, ye fool. This Devaki is 8th child will be your killer. Hanta means killer. Her 8th child is going to kill you. Kamsa got angry. Is it? Is her 8th child going to kill me? Only if this Devaki is alive, she will give birth to a child. I will kill this Devaki now itself. Baginim hantumarabdaha kadgapanihi kachegrahit tam jugupsita karmanam nrishamsam nirapatrapam vasudevo mahabhagaha uvancha parisatvayan. Now this Kamsa pulled Devaki with her hair, took out his sword, and tried to chop off the head of Devaki, Vasudeva stopped Kamsa. Oh Kamsa, please wait. Vasudeva spoke to him. Sakatam Baginim Hanyat Striyam Udvaha Parvani. It is a sin to kill a woman. It is a bigger sin to kill your sister, cousin sister. It is the biggest sin if you kill your sister in her wedding attire. She is still in her wedding attire. You want to kill her. It is the biggest sin ever in this universe. Don't do it. Mrityur janmavatam veera dehena sakachayate. Vasudeva speaks to Kamsa. Kamsa, whenever any object has got a manufacturing date, it will have an expiry date as well. Similarly, all humans who have date of birth will have date of death as well. Death is inevitable for anybody. Man is mortal. So, once you are born, your death date is also born along with you. It may be today. It may be after 100 years. We don't know that. Adyava, Adda Shatanteva, Mrityurvai Praninam Dhruvaha. It may come at any time, but it is inevitable. Nobody has conquered death so far. Tasman na kasyachit droham acharetsa tatavidaha. So, Kamsa, in the name of conquering death, if you kill this Devaki, an innocent woman, you will incur more and more sin. Not that you can conquer death, obviously you will die. But because of killing this innocent woman, you will suffer more and more in your next birth because of this sin. At the same time, Atmanaha Kshemam Anvichet Dogdurvai Parato Bayam. The only thing you can do is, if you do good things in your current life, at least you can be happy in your successive births. Or you can even attain liberation and get rid of this cycle. That's a totally different thing. So, what you have in hand is, you cannot conquer death. If you perform such sinful actions in the name of conquering death, you will have to suffer in successive births. If you at least do some good things, understanding that death is imminent anytime, do some good things, at least you can be happy in your next successive births, Vasudeva said. So, all that we have got in hand is this life. Because past life, gone is gone, we cannot change that. Future, that is not known to us. The only thing we have got in hand is this present life. It is God's gift. That's why it is called present. It is God's gift. We say gift present. So it is presented by God. So utilize that properly. When I was doing MBBS, because I will often quote my stories, because I alone have to say my stories, others won't say. When I was doing MBBS, we were posted in Erode Medical College. In the compound wall of that hospital, one sentence was written in Tamil. Netru என்பது உடைந்த பானை, நாளை என்பது மதில் மேல் பூனை, இன்று என்பது கையில் உள்ள வீணை. It was very impressive. My friend asked me, you translate it into an English poem. I got many challenges in medical college like this. நேற்று என்பது உடைந்த பானை, நாளை என்பது மதில் மேல் பூனை, இன்று என்பது கையில் உள்ள வீணை. Translate it into an English poem. Okay. Yesterday is a broken pot. Tomorrow is may or may not. Today strike the rod that is hot. Yesterday is a broken pot. Tomorrow is may or may not. Today strike the rod that is hot. So Vasudeva tells Kamsa, utilize today properly. Utilize the present properly. That's what you can do. Now Vasudeva added one more thing. If you still want to eliminate the source of your death, or you want to postpone your death by any chance, I will give you one option. Putran samarpayishyasyaha yataste bhayamuttitam. Devaki is not going to kill you. Only her 8th child is going to kill you. I will hand over all my children to you. Please leave her. Only after deep insight, Vasudeva said this. Because people may ask, just to save his wife, can he sacrifice his children? Can he do that? Because after I finish Upanyasams, one of you can ask me this question. How can he sacrifice his children to save his wife? But he said this after deep insight. It is there in Bhagavatam itself. Vasudeva thought, if we are not blessed with child at all, no problem. Only if a child is born, I have to hand over to Kamsa. Who knows? So many people, they expect child, but child is not born. So child may take birth, may not. It is not even our hand. 20% chance there. Another 20% chance. Kamsa dies even before we are blessed with a child. Who knows? Kamsa may die anytime. So even before my first child is born, Kamsa may die. No problem. 20%. Another 20%, the child may kill Kamsa. Because the world is strange. Anything may happen. The child itself may kill Kamsa. 3. Fourth option, another 20%. Kamsa gets compassionate and spares the child. Because now he is in the peak of his anger, trying to kill Devaki. But with course of time, Kamsa's anger may come down and he may spare the child. 20% chance. So 20% child may not be born. 20% Kamsa may die. 20% child may kill Kamsa. 20% Kamsa may leave the child. Last 20%, if fate decides, Kamsa may kill the child. So Kamsa killing child probability is only 20%. But if I leave Devaki here, Kamsa killing Devaki chance is 100%. Therefore, Vasudeva weighed all checks and balances and finally said, I will hand over all my children to you. Kamsa said, okay, I like this approach. Okay, you hand over your children to me, then I have no problem with this Devaki. Let the procession resume, Kamsa said. As planned, as earlier, Kamsa, the same Kamsa drove the chariot and took Vasudeva and Devaki to their new palace. Vasudeva and Devaki started their new life in the new palace. Within a year, Devaki begot a male child. Devaki Vasudeva named him as Kirtiman. Vasudeva took him to Kamsa. But Kamsa was moved. Oh, Vasudeva, how far he keeps us his promise. His first child, just born, named as Kirtiman, he has brought him to Kamsa as he had given a word. I will hand over all my children to you. He has handed over. Kamsa told Vasudeva, no, Pratiyatu Kumaroyam, Nahyasmat Astime Bayam. I am not afraid of this child. I am not worried about this child. This is not my killer. Let it go. Ashtamat Vayor Garbat Mrityur Me Vidita Kile. Only your 8th son is going to kill me. This is first son. You can take him away. You go, Vasudeva, Kamsa said. But Vasudeva was not happy on that because he was very well aware of the intransigent attitude of Kamsa. Tateti Sutamadaya Yayau Anaka Dundubihi Nabinandata Tadvakyam Asataha Vijitatmanaha. Because Kamsa may change any time. Vasudeva knew that. At that time, a voice appeared. Oh, fool! Kamsa immediately turned. Somebody is calling me. Yes, here is the fool. Narayana, Narayana. It was Narada. Oh, fool, Kamsa. Narada called him. Maharishi, tell me, what's the matter? Narada told Kamsa, Nandadhyaya vraje gopaha yashami shamcha yoshitaha. Oh, Kamsa, do you know Nandagopa Yashoda? Oh, I know Nandagopa, the chief of Gokulam. They are all Amsham of Devas. Nandagopa, his cowherds, his wife Yashoda, they are all incarnations of Devas. Oh, is it? Not only that, Vrishnayo Vasudevadhyaha Devakyadhya Yadustreha. Do you know Vasudeva Devaki? Yes, I know very well. Devaki is my sister. Vasudeva, he is my brother-in-law. I know everybody. They are all incarnations of Devas. Oh my God. Narada told him not only that. Sarve vai devata prayaha ubhayorapi bharata nyatayo bandha suhradaha yecha kamsa manuvrataha. You and your relatives, you are all asuras. So Devaki Vasudeva, Nandagopa Yashoda, their relatives, they are all devas. Kamsa, you and your relatives, you are all asuras. Kamsa, you were the demon Kalanemi. Kalanemi has now born as Kamsa. You are Kalanemi. And the 8th child, that divine voice told you, 8th child will be your killer. That 8th child is none other than Lord Narayana, who is a great Mayavi. He performs a lot of wonderful deeds. That Narayana is going to come as 8th child. This being the case, these are all devas. You are all demons, asuras. The 8th child is going to be Narayana. You are the rebirth of Kalanemi. This being the case, how do you believe that correctly, exactly the 8th child will be Narayana? Devas may play a game. Did you observe? Did the Ashariri say 8th child in ascending order or descending order? If it is in the ascending order from 1 to 8, 8th child will be your killer. If it is in the descending order from 8 to 1, the first child will be your killer. How can you take chance? Kamsa said, oh Maharishi, I have got the point. You go. Hereafter I will take care. Hey, bring Vasudeva here. Vasudeva had just gone to the entrance of Kamsa. He was brought inside again. Kamsa snatched the child from the hands of Vasudeva, caught hold of both of the legs of the child, banged it on a stone pillar and killed the child Kirtiman. Kamsa was then afraid. These Devaki Vasudeva, they are all devas. They may hide or let escape 1 or 2 children from us. So I will imprison Vasudeva and Devaki in house arrest. In observe Bhagavatam, it is not separate jail. He kept them in house arrest. Kamsa kept Vasudeva Devaki in house arrest and killed all the children which were born from that point, and all whoever appeared good, Kamsa imprisoned them. Kamsa looked at his father Ugrasena. Kamsa could not see any evil look in the eyes of his father. Kamsa suspected that my father should be a deva, he is not asura, because he is not having evil look. Kamsa imprisoned his own father. Shukabrahmam says, these evil people, Mataram, Pitaram, Bratrin, Sarvangsha, Suhridastata, Gnanti Hyasritrupo, Lubdhaha, Rajanaf Prayasho Bhuvi, imprisoned his own father and took over the regime and declared Kamsa will be the king hereafter. Kamsa was not the king at all. He was the prince. Ugrasena was the king of all Bhojas. Kamsa belonged to the clan of Bhojas. Vasudeva belonged to Vrishni clan. Now Kamsa said, I will be the king of all Bhojas, self-proclaimed king. Imprisoned his father and killed the first 6 children born to Devaki and Vasudeva. Already one called Kirtiman. Sushena, Bhadrasena, Ruju, Sammardana and Bhadra. Because if we tell the names of brothers of Rama, we will say immediately Bharata, Lakshmana, Shatrughna. But if somebody asks, you tell the names of Krishna's brothers, very difficult. Kirtiman, Sushena, Bhadrasena, Ruju, Sammardana, Bhadra, the first 6 children of Devaki Vasudeva, all were killed. Reason is our own Narada, known for confusion. Kamsa himself with compassion left away that child. But Narada created confusion amidst that compassion and made Kamsa kill 6 children. So who is responsible for the death of those 6 children? Those 6 children means I meant the children who were killed by Kamsa. So who is responsible? Because for the other, court will decide. Who is responsible? Narada. No, actually there is a backstory. It is given in Veera Raghava Vyakhyana. Veera Raghava Swami in his Bhagavata Chandra Chandrika has explained that backstory. These 6 children, they were called Shad Garbhas. Their name is Shad Garbhas. Shad means 6. Shad Garbhas. They were the sons of Marichi Rishi. Those 6 sons of Marichi Rishi committed some offense against Brahma, by which Brahma got angry, cursed those 6 children, Shad Garbhas, that you should be born as the sons of demon Kalanemi. Brahma cursed them to be born as sons of Kalanemi. Not only that, you should be killed by your father Kalanemi himself. You will be born as Kalanemi's sons and killed by Kalanemi. They were born as Kalanemi's sons, but Kalanemi did not kill them. A situation came where Kalanemi had to kill them. But Kalanemi, instead of killing his 6 sons, hid them in the Pathalam, netherworlds. Now, that one curse was waiting to be fulfilled. What is that one curse? They have to be killed by the hands of Kalanemi. If Kalanemi kills them, they will get rid of their curse and go to the upper world. But Kalanemi did not kill them. That Kalanemi was now reborn as Kamsa. Those 6 children, Shadgarbhas, are born as Vasudeva Devaki's first 6 children. Now this Kalanemi in the form of Kamsa killed all those 6 children with his own hands, thinking that they are the sons of Vasudeva, by the result of which they got rid of the curse, they got relieved from the curse and attained the upper world. So Narada, whenever he creates some confusion, all is well that ends well. Narada's confusion is always for good only. He made all those 6 children get rid of their curses. Okay, how did these demonic children become the elder brothers of Krishna? That you have to ask. How can they become elder brothers of Krishna? They were Kalanemi's sons, right? They studied in Shandamarka Gurukulam, where Prahlada also studied. For one day they were associated with Prahlada and chanted Narayana Namam along with him. That one day of satsangam gave these 6 people the great blessing to be born as the elder brothers of Krishna. Just imagine the power of satsangam. One day of association with Prahlada made them the elder brothers of Lord Krishna. So everything is fine now. Iti sarvam samanjasam. Now, the 7th time, Devaki conceived. 6 children were killed. They are in house arrest. Now 7th time, Adisesha enters into the womb of Devaki. Saptamo Vaishnavam Dhama Yamanantam Prachakshate Garbho Babhuva Devakyaha Harshashoka Vivardhanaha. Now Adisesha entered into Devaki's womb as the 7th son. At that time, Lord Narayana summoned Vishnu Durga Yogamaya and instructed her, Devakya Jatare Garbham Seshakyam Dhama Mamakam Tat Sanikrishya Rohinyaha Udare Sanniveshaya. Oh Yogamaya, you do one thing. Now, Adisesha is in the womb of Devaki. You transfer the fetus from Devaki's womb to Rohini's womb. Rohini is another wife of Vasudeva. She is in Gokulam. You transfer this fetus in Devaki's womb to Rohini's womb. He will be born as Rohini's child. Okay, said Yogamaya. Second instruction, Athaham Amshabhagena Devakyav Putratam Shubhe Prapsyami Tvam Yashodayam Nandapatniyam Bhavishyasi. Next, I am going to incarnate as the 8th son of Devaki. At the same time, you should be born as the daughter of Nandagopa and Yashoda, and we will be swapped by Vasudeva. So 2 things you have to do. 1, you just take Balarama from the Garbham of Devaki and transfer him to the Garbham of Rohini. 2, when I am born as the son of Devaki, you should be born as the daughter of Yashoda. If you accomplish these 2 tasks, you will be worshipped by people all over the world. They will call you by different names. You will have different temples. Durgeti, Bhadrakaliti, Vijaya Vaishnaviti cha, Kumuda, Chandika, Krishna, Madhavi, Kanyaketi cha, Maya, Narayani, Ishani, Sharadeti, Ambiketi cha. Not only that, if you transfer this Adisesha from the womb of Devaki to Rohini, he will be born as Rohini's son, and he will be called Sankarshana, Garbha Sankarshana Tamvai, Prahu Sankarshanam Bhuvi. He will be called Sankarshana. Sankarshana means the one who got transfer in Garbham itself, transferred in womb. So the one who got transfer is called Sankarshana. On one occasion, a devotee went to the great saint called Tirukkudandayandavan, Sri Vedanta Ramanuja Mahadesikan. A devotee went to him and prayed to him, I have been transferred to Delhi. Please bless me. I should get transferred to Chennai. Tirukkudandayandavan advised him, you chant the 17th verse of Tirupavai, you will get transfer. Yes, if you chant 17th verse of Tirupavai, you will get transfer. What is 17th verse of Tirupavai? Ambarame Tannire Sore. In that Andal says, Sembor Kadaladi Chelva, Baladeva, Umbiyum Niyum, Urangelor, Embavai. Balarama is mentioned. Balarama is Sankarshana. He got transfer in the womb itself. He will definitely give you transfer in office as well. So Balarama is the god of transfer, Sankarshana, the one who got transferred in the womb itself. Not only that, Rameti Loka Ramanat. Since he is very pleasant, he will be called Rama. Balam Balavad Uchrayat. He will be called Baladeva and Balarama because of his immense strength. He will be born as Rohini's son. Then you enter into Yashoda's Garbham. I will enter into Devaki's Garbham. Now Yogamaya accomplished the first instruction and then proceeded to the womb of Yashoda. Kamsa came to Devaki Vasudeva's palace and asked her, where is the 7th child? They said, intrauterine death happened. The fetus died in the uterus itself, intrauterine death. Okay, Kamsa believed, he went back. Now, the 8th child, Lord Sriman Narayana, from his abode of Vaikuntham, descends down. He condescends to descend in order to make us ascend. Bhagavan api Vishwatma, Bhaktanam Abhayankaraha, Avivesha Amshabhagena, Mana Anaka Dundubehe. He first entered into the mind of Vasudeva. Tato Jagan Mangalam Achyutamsham Samahitam Shurasutena Devi Dadhara Sarvatmakamatma Bhutam Kashtayatanandakaram Manastaha. From Vasudeva's mind, he got transferred into Devaki's mind and then entered into the uterus of Devaki. Now the Lord is dwelling in the womb, uterus of Devaki, just like the eastern direction sky carrying moon with it. Now Devaki, she was carrying the moon called Krishna Chandra. Lord Sriman Narayana enters into her womb and Devaki is pregnant for the 8th time. Now Kamsa got confused whether to count this child as 7th child or 8th child, because the previous child had intrauterine death. He was thinking he is born safely as Balarama there. That's different. Kamsa said, intrauterine death. should I take it into consideration or not? If taken into account, then this is 8th child. If it is not taken into account, this is 7th child. It had stayed in the womb for 6 months, then it is 7.5, 7, 7.5, 8, 7, 7.5, 8. Kamsa was calculating, but he looked at the face of Devaki, the Tejas, Ara, seeing that Kamsa said, hey, 7, 7.5, 8 never matter. See the Tejas in her face. Narayana is inside her. Just on seeing the illumination and aura in the face of Devaki, Kamsa was pretty sure it doesn't matter whether the child is 7th or 8th. Narayana is there in her womb. Shall I kill her right now? Kamsa thought for a while, but his conscience stopped him. No. Striya swasur gurumatya vadoyam yasashriyam hanti anukala mayuhu. Killing a pregnant woman is a great sin. I should not commit that sin. So he tightened the security. He informed the security guards, whenever the child is born, immediately inform me. Narayana is inside. He can come out every time. Let him come out. I will kill him immediately. Asina samvishan stishtan bunjan of paryatan mahim chintayano hrishikesham apashyat tanmayam jagat. While Kamsa was seated, when he was walking, when he was standing, when he was eating, when he was lying, every time Kamsa was thinking, 8th child, Narayana, 8th child, Narayana, 8th child, Narayana. Even devotees won't chant the names of Bhagavan this much times. But Kamsa was doing Nama Sankirtanam, Narayana, 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 Narayana. And Kamsa saw the entire world as the form of Narayana. If he sees the speaker, it appears as Narayana. He sees the mirror, it appears as Narayana. Papashyatu tanmayam jagat. He saw everything as Narayana. Now all the devas assembled and started heaping praises on Devaki. You are carrying the Lord himself in your womb, and he is going to make an incarnation to reduce the burden of this earth and to bless all of us with so much of happiness. The Lord is going to incarnate. Matsyashvakachchapan Nrisimha Varaha Kamsa Rajanya Vipra Vibudheshu Kritavataraha Tompasita Nastribhuvanam Cha Yathadhunesha Bharambuvohara Yaduttama Vandanam Te. O Lord, in the womb of Devaki, we worship you. You have taken incarnation as a fish. You have come as a horse. You have come as a tortoise. You have come as a lion. You have come as a pig boar. You have come as a swan. You have come as a king, Rama. You have come as a Brahmana, Parashurama. You have come as a Deva, Vamana, as the younger brother of Devas. Now you have planned to incarnate in the Yadu Vamsham as Yaduttama, Lord Krishna, to reduce the burden of this earth. Devas were heaping praises, and as Devaki's gestation progressed, that day came, which we are all eagerly awaiting. Now, Avani, Rohini, Ashtami. Now time is also 8. The 8th day, Ashtami came in the month of Simha Masam, which we called Avani. Usually it comes by August, September. The 8th day, Ashtami of Krishna Paksham, waning phase of the moon. Krishna Paksha Ashtami. The star was Rohini. That day is called Jayanti. The Jayanti has become a misnomer. We think Jayanti means birthday. That's why we say Varaha Jayanti, Vamana Jayanti, Narasimha Jayanti. Jayanti means the day which gives Jayam and Punyam. The day which gives you Jayam, victory, and Punyam, merit, is called Jayanti. What is the day? Whenever Rohini star and Ashtami Tithi coincide, that gives you victory and Punyam. When Rohini star and Ashtami Tithi coincide, it gives you Jayam Punyam. So the coincidence of Rohini and Ashtami is called Jayanti. Since Krishna incarnated at that time of Jayanti, it became auspicious Sri Jayanti. That's why we say Sri Jayanti. Swami Vedanta Deshikan, in his Gopala Vimshati, he starts praising Krishna as Vande Brindavanacharam, Vallavi Janavallabham, Jayanti Sambhavam Dama, Vaijayanti Vibhushanam. Did not say Krishna Jayanti Sambhavam Dama. Jayanti is coincidence of Rohini and Ashtami. Krishna incarnated, we call it Sri Jayanti. But it became a misnomer, thinking that Jayanti means birthday. We say Narasimha Jayanti. Not only that, Buddha Jayanti, Mahavira Jayanti, Gandhi Jayanti, Nehru Jayanti, everything has become Jayanti now. They are all not Jayanti. Krishna's incarnation day alone, the meeting point of Rohini and Krishna Paksha Ashtami in the Simha month, Avani month, by August, September, Ata Sarva Gunopetaha, Kal of Paramashobhanaha, Yergeva Ajana Janmarksham, Shanta Griksha Grahatarakam. The directions became clear, stars became pleasant, auspicious signs everywhere. Clear waters flowed in the rivers, flowers blossomed in plants and trees, birds and bees started singing beautifully, gentle breeze was blowing, the Agnihotra fire of Vedic Pandits started burning well, sadhus felt some happiness and bliss in their hearts, Dundubi drums sounded from heavens, Kinnaras and Gandharvas sang melodious songs, Siddhas and Charanas praised the Lord, Vidyadhara Apsaras women were dancing, Devarishis were chanting Vedas. At that time, please close your external eyes for a moment and open your internal eyes. People were looking at the eastern sky. It was midnight. Chandrodayam, the rise of the moon was about to happen. The Ashtami moon was about to rise that time. Nishite tama udbhute jayamane janardane. It was the time when Lord Narayana is going to appear as Lord Krishna. People were looking at the eastern sky. It is dark now. It's midnight. Rishabha Lagnam right now. 5 planets are in the highest exalted positions. At that time, in the Simha Masam, Rohini star, Ashtami of the Krishna Paksham, in the eastern sky, the Ashtami moon was rising. At the same time, Devakyam Devarupinyam Vishnu Sarva Gunasrayaha. In Ramanuja Sampradayam, the patam is Sarva Gunasrayaha. In other Sampradayam, they say Vishnu Sarva Guhasrayaha. Guhashayaha, they say. But in Ramanuja Sampradayam, Vishnuhu Sarva Gunasrayaha. Devakyam Devarupinyam Vishnuhu Sarva Gunasrayaha. The reservoir of all auspicious attributes, Lord Sriman Narayana. He is going to appear from the womb of Devaki. How means? We were all looking at the eastern sky now. Just like the moon rises from the eastern sky, the moon of Lord Krishna, there it is the crescent moon of Ashtami. Here, the full moon Lord Krishna, he is just growing and rising from the womb of Devaki. Avirasit yatha prachyam dishindiriva pushkalaha. Now we have a moon rise. Devaki, she is in the dark cell, midnight time. Everywhere it is dark. Just in the dark sky, moon is rising in this dark jail from Devaki, who is the eastern direction. A moon is now rising. Now open your eyes. Tam adbhutam balakam ambujekshanam chaturbhujam shankagadaryudayudham Srivatsa Lakshmam Galashobi Kaustubam Pitambaram Sandrapayoda Saubagam Maharga Vaidurya Kirita Kundala Tvisha Parishvakta Sahasra Kuntalam Uddama Kanchyankada Kankanadibihi Virochamanam Vasudevaha Aikshate. Now Vasudeva and Devaki now open their eyes. They were pleased to see the Lord seated on the lap of Devaki. How was he? Tam adbhutam balakam. He was a wonderful child. Ambujekshanam, with lotus-like eyes. Chaturbhujam, with 4 arms. Shanka Gadaryudayudam, carrying conch, mace and disc. Srivatsa Lakshmam, Srivatsa mark on his chest where Mahalakshmi is residing. Galashobi Kaustubam, Kaustuba gem around his neck. Pitambaram, yellow silk attire. Sandra Payoda Saubagam, dark hued like the dark rain bearing clouds. Maharga Vaidurya Kirita, wearing a platinum kritam. Vaidurya Kirita, platinum kritam. Kundala, golden earrings. Tvisha Parishvakta Sahasra Kuntalam. His hair locks were shining along with the earrings. Uddama Kanchi, waist girdle. Angada, shoulder girdle. Kankanadibihi, bracelets. Virochamanam, the child was shining. Vasudevaha Aikshate. That shining child was seen by Vasudeva. Tam Adbhutam Balakam. Yes, he is a wonderful child. Superhuman incarnation. Because just take the case of Matsya, Kurma, Varaha. Matsya is aquatic fish. Kurma, he is partially aquatic, partially terrestrial. He can come to land often and then go, tortoise. And then Varaha, he is fully terrestrial. So Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, they are not man. Narasimha, he is half man. Vamana, short man. Parashurama, man. Rama, complete man. They say Raman's complete man. Actually, Raman is complete man. So Raman, complete man. Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, not man. Narasimha, half man. Vamana, short man. Parashurama, man. Rama, complete man. Krishna is superman. Tam adbhutam balakam. Ati manusha. He has come as Ati manusha. Tam adbhutam balakam. Ambujekshanam, lotus hide. His eyes were like lotus. Whatever incarnation he takes, it is the identity of Paramatma given in Upanishad. Tasya yatha kapyasam pundarikam eva makshini. As Ramanujaya explains, just like a lotus bud blossoming with sun rays, the Lord's eye opening looks like lotus bud opening on sun rays. That beautiful lotus-eyed Lord, that identity comes all along his incarnations. Matsyaha kamalalochanaha. Matsya is not fish-eyed. Kamalalochanaha. Varaha is not boar-eyed. Mahavaraha. Sputapadmalochanaha. Narasimha is not lion-eyed. Saroja sadrisha drisha vyatibishajyate vyajyate. Rama is not human-eyed. Ramaha kamalapatrakshaha. Now Krishna tam adbhutam balakam ambujekshanam. Chaturbhujam. He has come with 4 arms. Shankagadaryudayudam with all his divine weapons. Why? He shows us, I am here to give you all 4 purusharthams. Dharma, artha, kama, moksham. So I have come with 4 hands. Srivatsa Lakshmam. Srivatsa mark on his chest. Mahalakshmi is seated there. He showed Devaki, oh mom, you need not go to all matrimonials and search for a bride for me. I have already married. Because these days it is very difficult to get a bride. So you can see your daughter-in-law here, Srivatsa Lakshmam. Galashobi Kaustubam, he was wearing Kaustuba gem which was radiating with illumination. Pitambaram, yellow silk attire. Sandra Payoda Saubhagam, as dark-hued, rain-bearing clouds. He had that kind of a dark color. Because he shows us, I am going to rain my mercy on you. I myself am a dark cloud, dark-hued Lord. Sandra Payoda Saubhagam, dense clouds like Lord. He came, Maharga Vaidurya Kirita Kundala Tusha Parishvakta Sahasra Kuntalam, with his crown, with his earrings, shoulder girdles, anklets, bracelets, waist girdles. The child was shining. His hair locks were radiating with brilliance. Vasudeva saw that child. Shukabrahmam says, Vasudeva ha ikshate. Everything over? Yes, time is 8:09. Now, Balakam. What does Balakam mean? Balakam means boy. Tam adbhutam Balakam. Wonderful boy. Actually, in Sanskrit, Balam itself denotes boy only. Why should Shukabrahmam say Balakam? For this, Srimad Mukkur Azhage Singer, 44th Pontiff of Srimad Ahobila Matham, he has given one different interpretation. In Sanskrit, Ka means Brahma. Ka iti Brahmano nama. Ka means Brahma. Bala means child. Balaka means child Brahma. This Krishna not only came with Lakshmi on his chest. This small Krishna had a navel lotus on which child Brahma was seated. He showed to Devaki, Brahma is my son, your grandson. You can look at your daughter-in-law in my chest. You can look at your grandson in my navel lotus. See, Balakam, child Brahma was seated. Tam adbhutam Balakam, Chaturbhujam, Shankagadaryudayudam, Srivatsa Lakshmam, Galashobi Kaustubam, Pitambaram, Sandrapayoda Saubhagam, Maharga Vaidurya Kirita Kundala Tvisha Parishvakta Sahasra Kuntalam, Uddama Kanchengada Kankadadibihi Viro Chamanam, Vasudevaha Ikshate. Shukabrahmam repeatedly said, Vasudevaha Ikshate, Vasudevaha Ikshate, Vasudevaha Ikshate. Why? Shukabrahmam expresses his disappointment. Vasudeva saw this child. I was unable to see this child. Vasudeva saw means I was unable to see. Because everybody would express that disappointment. How great it would be if I was in that prison at that time, looking at the incarnation of Lord Krishna. I didn't get that bhagyam. I did not get that opportunity. Vasudeva got it. We have to understand from that word. Because at one place I did one Upanyasam, came down, asked the organizer, how was the Upanyasam? He said, your bracelet was very good, your shawl was very good, your dhoti was very good. I asked, how was the Upanyasam? He said, bracelet, shawl, dhoti, good. Then it means Upanyasam was not good. You have to understand. Similarly, Vasudeva saw means I was unable to see. You have to understand that. So Vasudeva saw that child, but that same child Krishna said, don't worry, next 3 days you are all going to enjoy me only. I am ready to play with you. Now that Lord Krishna has incarnated, from this point for the next 3 days, he is going to engage in all kinds of divine sports with us. So hope we will all be ready to enjoy Krishna for the next 3 days. That's why for the first 4 days, Parayanam, Upanyasam go hand in hand. Because there also yesterday Narasimha Avataram, here also yesterday Narasimha Avataram. There also today Krishna Jananam, here also today Krishna Jananam. But Smt Janaki Ravindran asked me, but Rukmini Kalyanam they are performing tomorrow itself. You are telling last day only Rukmini Kalyanam. Because we cannot rush through Krishna Leelas. Krishna is going to play with us step by step, step by step. Tomorrow, one full day, we are going to play with Bala Krishna, his Bala Leelas, childhood plays. Till 3 years of age, whatever mischief Lord Krishna has all done, all those mischiefs, till 3 years of age, we are going to enjoy slowly, steadily, one by one, because Krishna has made up his mind not to let us free that easily. So he is going to play with us as a child for tomorrow, full 120 minutes, he will play with us as a small baby. Then the next day, grown-up Leelas, Kaliyanardanam, Govardhanodharanam, Rasa Leela, after he was 7 years of age, whatever he did, that we will enjoy for one whole day. And followed by, for an auspicious conclusion, we will enjoy Rukmini Kalyanam as well as Satyabhama Kalyanam. With Rukmini Satyabhama marriage, we will conclude this Upanyasam series of 7 days Bhagawatha Sapthaham. So that is our plan. So now that Krishna has incarnated and he has glanced his lotus eyes, cast his glances on all of us, and he is raining his mercy as dark, dense clouds. He is raining his mercy on us now. Let us be prepared to play with Krishna from tomorrow onwards. Evametad Bhagavatam Akhyana Bhadramastuvaha Pravyaharata Visrabdam Balam Vishto Pravardhatam Labhastesham Jayastesham Kutastesham Parabhavaha Yesham Indi Varashyamo Hridayastho Janardanaha Kaveri Vardatam Kale Kale Varshatu Vasavaha Sriranganatho Jagato Srirangashrisha Vardatam Mangalam Yadavendraya Mahaniya Gunabdhage Vasudeva Tanujaya Vasudevaya Mangalam Mangala Shasana Parair Madacharya Purogamaihi Sarveshta Purvairacharya Satkritaya Astu Mangalam.